G'day, Lightwood. How are you, mate? How are you? Literally, I say 3 words. Heidi, go to bed. The moment I said g'day, Lightwood, the dog realised I was live. No, Heidi. I'm going to deal with this now. You, go lie down. There's enough. Stay here. No, you're not joining me. Not right now, you're not. You stay there and be good, dog. Thank you. All right, we're good. The dog has, No. Oi. She'll figure it out eventually. She's getting better. I've been looking at another truck all day, contemplating and scheming. Scheming schemes again. It's not good. It's not good. But I learnt a lot today. I learnt a lot about a lot of different trucks that are available and stuff like that. And, yeah. Some thinking to do. G'day, Kurt. How are you, man? How's things going? I'm glad everybody has the green member names back. I like how YouTube fixed that. They took away everybody's green names for about a week. Just going to have a coffee. Well, it sort of constitutes a coffee. Saw an Aussie in a store near me yesterday. He had the hat and all. He said g'day to me, so am I wrong about his native land? Well, no, Aussies say g'day. Saying g'day is more of an Aussie thing than a Kiwi thing. You know, you get it in New Zealand, you get g'day, but I think we picked it up off the Australians. I'm not sure. Sergeant, new job today? Oh, fantastic, Kurt. How are you liking that, man? How'd you get on? Have you got good news? Sounds like good news, potentially. Zed, stop that. Heidi, stop that. Both of you are playing up now. I swear, the moment I go live, I had the dogs out. I've been out with them playing and toilet and everything for 20 minutes. I'm like, I'll go live. Immediately, the dogs are like, oh, yo, he's talking to somebody. So we've got to stay calm. Dogs feed off your energy, right? So we've got to stay calm. No, you. Fine, here, go on. This is why you never learn, because I'm too nice to you. Are you happy now? You're going to get, look, there you go. Make us famous then. Make us famous. If you're going to sit here, I'm just trying to have a coffee, dog. You gotta wonder what goes on in its little brain, don't you? We've gotta wonder what goes on in your fuzzy little head, dog. I'll tell you. How's everybody going? Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button if you're just joining us. We're gonna have a chat, and we're just gonna see if anybody wants to talk about what they got going on. You know, what's the thing in your day-to-day affecting you most? Is it, you know, doubts from friends or family? Is it, you know, you think you could never do it? Is it money? Is it time? What is it? I'd be interested to see how different people are viewing it. Maybe we can dissect it and learn something. Could be an idea. That's my plan anyway. Hi Naomi, good to see you, mate. How are you? One sec, guys. I'm just making a coffee here. Kurt said something there, sorry. Went great, my guy. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. What was great about it, Kurt? What is it compared to your old job? How are you getting on? Yes, dog. I'm just trying to make a coffee, mate. I'm just trying to make a coffee, dog. You're the one who wanted to be up here, but now you got to sit here and chill. You got to be chill. You're lucky you're allowed on bed. You know, when your mum's up on the bed, you're not allowed up here. You know that? Mum watches the stream, you're going to get in trouble. You know that, right? You don't care, do you? You don't care. It's been rough. What's going on, Naomi? We can talk about that, mate. As always, guys, that's what the purpose of the chat is to talk with people and see who we can help, right? Some people are a bit shy to ask questions. Some people ask questions other people learn from and stuff like that. So, Soup, bro. G'day, Yeti. How are you? What has gotten into you? You need attention that bad? Do you need attention this much? Have I been too busy today? Do we need more attention? Yeah, the trolls might be getting restless. Yeah, swing. Aldo, watch out, the dog will come after you. Yeah. Your boyfriend cheated on you with your best friend. Fantastic news. That's great news, Naomi. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that, Naomi. Your boyfriend and your best friend just both did you a favour. Right? So, you've learned a multitude of things here. One, you couldn't trust your friend and you couldn't trust your boyfriend. So they've exposed themselves early in your life, right? You didn't spend 20 years knowing these people. You didn't marry this woman and have her cheating on you, or whatever, boyfriend, whatever. Have them cheating on you for 20 years, but then you found out that everything was a lie. Right? So they've done you a favour. These people have exposed themselves that they're not worthy of being around you. Not only did your partner cheat on you, your best friend has betrayed you, right? So they've made it clear that they're not valuable in your life. And they think they've won. They've gone and done that behind your back. And they've exposed themselves as the kind of people they are. So the two of them deserve each other if they're willing to do that. Let them go be together. Let them go suffer together. Because if they'll do that to you, they're going to do it to each other. You won. 2 birds, 1 stone. Two people in your life expose themselves, and you're free to now to have the rest of your life to meet whoever you want. Right? Rather than spend 20 years, you could have spent your whole life with this person, never known. You could have had a friend around, you could have had this going on forever and never known, but now you know. Now you got the whole rest of your life ahead of you. You feel me? So that's the reframe of it, when people treat you that way. We've had it before. We've had people come in here before with the exact same thing happen. Exact same thing happen, mate. You won. Take your free trophy. And but remember in future, everybody's an individual. You can look out for the red flags in people, but you do need to trust people as individuals. When you meet somebody else in future, you want to try not to bring that baggage, but you also, be careful. It's like friends you have in school, and then when you get older, you don't know those people anymore. Some people are in your life for a season. Some people only enter your life to teach you a lesson. Some people, but it all comes right later on, right? It took me 20 years to find the right woman, right? But if I hadn't gone through those other experiences, I wouldn't have been able to tell she was the right woman, This is a New Zealand guy. How are you, mate? I'm good, Cammy. It's Mark, mate. M-A-R-K. I do like Mac, though. Makes me sound like a trucker. Trucker named Mac. You and your dog have the same hair color? I don't think so. My hair, I was blonde as a kid. I was always blonde. I had long, pure blonde hair till I was about, probably about 10 or 12. Then I turned to a brunette. But just reframe it. Everything can be reframed a different way, right? Wish them happy trails. Block contact with all of them. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to. Obviously, they don't give a shit, right? So you don't need to keep engaging them. There is nothing to be gained from explaining yourself or expecting them to understand that they've hurt you. They understood that before they hurt you, right? So they knew what they were doing. Yeah, it's all right, Cammy. It's all right, mate. I'd rather correct it. It's all good. There's no problem. But now you know. But yeah. So yeah, you can have a celebration on that one. Unfortunately, there's people like that around, my friend. Unfortunately, but it's all right. You live and learn. They learned nothing, and you learned a lot of valuable lessons for life. It's like I got cheated on in past relationships, right? But I never worry about it these days because it's beyond my control. I could worry all I want. I could put a tracker on somebody's car. I could watch everywhere they go or something. If that's what they want to do, that's what they're going to do, right? You know what I mean? You can't even worry about such things with people. You just try and meet the right people. Try and be a bit more aware of, see if if something feels off. It usually is. But God bless you. So you're doing great. Thank you very much, Brianna. Much appreciated, mate. You are green. Yes, Bingo, you're green again. Yeah, they brought back the green member names. I've learned to enjoy different accents. It's so cute. Good to see you, Shani. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, how's everybody's week so far? We're kind of in that middle of the week. Hump day, isn't it? For most of the world, it's Thursday here, but oh no. Coming into Friday. I've been obsessing over a new truck all day that I found for sale to replace the dyno, but it's like a 4-wheel drive version. And I'm like, oh, do I need it? I was contemplating selling the dyno today. I'm very close to selling that new truck I got and upgrading. Mark is a great guy. He's overcome so many things. I'm amazed. Shani, I've overcome some things, right? But some other poor bastard always has it worse. There's definitely people out there that have, my stuff's just just a scrape on the knee, I think the hardest thing, I think the thing that's universal between people who have suffered is whether you stay a good person or not. When people treat you poorly, how do you respond? How do you become as a person? The way you win is by staying true to yourself and not becoming bitter, not becoming hurt by it, not letting them win that. I think that's always what's kept me going as well. I'm going to keep going anyway. Never give up mentality, right? When I was playing soccer yesterday, me and my friend's brother collided. I accidentally stepped on his foot until my other friends kicked up saying that, so you get this car. Oh dear. Yeah. And they blame me today. Yeah, Cammy, it's all right, mate. People are always looking for somebody to blame. Don't worry about it. Hump Day's in the middle of the month and the middle of the week. Well, yeah, my understanding was Hump Day was it's the middle of the week. It's Wednesday. It's sort of the slow part of the week for everyone. It's that hump to get over. But I feel like there's so many negative connotations about all this stuff. It's like, people dreading Mondays, and then you dread Monday, and then, oh, Wednesday's hump day, and we're going to get through the week. And then it's like, oh, yay, it's Friday or whatever. I've never really been about that kind of mentality. I'm always just like, oh no, like if I was working full time for somebody, it was just like, okay, well, I'm going to work tomorrow. I never really put in that. Like, there are people at my work who were like, oh, it's bloody Mondays, eh? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, it's just a day, man. Like, I'm not going to drag it down because it's a Monday. Oh, wish the weekend was longer. Oh, the weather was crap all weekend. We didn't do very much. And they come in miserable as. And it's just like, there's nothing to be gained from it, right? Falcon says, hope you have a 5 times wonderful day, Shani. He broke his toe. Oh, he'll be right. It'll harden him up, mate. Can we get some likes going, guys? We're slow on the likes today. We haven't got 10 likes yet. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you don't forget, please. Thank you. There's one. Yeah. I've been low on the likes the last few days, so I'll mention it occasionally. I'll just try and. Yeah, it does happen. Yeah, I usually try not to mention it, Rez, but people, like, even I do it as well when mates chats. I'm like there for 20 minutes and I'm like, they're like, remember to like? I'm like, oh shit. So, yeah. Like every day for its own special day, yeah, Shani. The thing is, for me, like, doing everything from home is like, I don't really have Mondays. I don't really have weekends and stuff. I just sort of flow as I want to, right? So every day, there's no such thing as a weekend to me, really. So yeah. Your IQ, bingo. What's going on with your IQ, bingo? My bad on the like button. Oh, like would even let me down on that. That's all right. That's all right. I don't want to be that annoying YouTuber. I try not to ask. I'm sorry. But we did hit 2,000 subs recently, so I'm very, very excited. This is good. We're up to about 2015 now, I believe. So we're on our way. We're on our way to get to the. I want 100k subs eventually. That's what I want. I want the silver. You have to get 100,000 subscribers to get the YouTube plaque on the wall. But I'm not going to do any paid promotion or anything. I'm going to organically. We're gonna earn it. We're not going to pay to play. Like, you can literally essentially buy subs by promoting shorts and get easy subs and stuff. But I'm not going to do that. I refuse to. I refuse to sell out to the system. I refuse to gamify it. It was like watching Mark Zuckerberg having a panic attack. It's soothing. Yeah, I definitely had a lot of anxiety, a lot of panic attacks and stuff myself, right? So that's why I've really had to. It's taken a long time for me to learn. Like, it's only been the last couple of years I can like really like chill out, and that it's mostly diet. Honestly, it's mostly diet. Keeping the sugars, keeping the carbohydrates lower means my head can stay clearer, right? And as well, all the mental cues I have for myself and just different framings, different ways of viewing things, trying to keep it positive, right? G'day, Wanda, how are you? Number one there, Shani. Number one, she says. We never had those big foam fingers in New Zealand growing up at sports games and stuff. It was we saw all that in America, like big number one foam fingers. We never had all that kind of stuff here. You're on your way to 4 million subs. Just missing the 4, Rez. How many have you got, Rez? I didn't know you did content, mate. You're famous, Rez. Diet or diet? Diet isn't food. Food, like what? Yeah. Watching I don't get overstimulated is my main thing, right? So, like, the calmer you are, the more you can process logically. And, like, this truck got me a bit excited today. I was pretty excited about this new truck, and I've been scrambling all day to see if I can make that happen. But it's... oh, no. Oh, I don't know. There's some more thinking to do later on that. 325, actually, gaming. Well, that's on your way to... yeah, that's on your way to 4 million eventually. You might have to ramp up the pace a bit there, Rez. Might have to find a way to get it... Anxiety has a lot to do with diet. Yep. Yeah, for me, Falcon, it's if I forget to eat, which is ADHD as, of course, I forget to eat, and that'll get me hangry. But the main thing is if I get like energy drinks and stuff, right? Too much sugar, too much caffeine, right? So like I got a bowl of Coke today, but I'm going to try again to make it last. So I can have a bit. I don't have to be totally nothing. But like if I have an energy drink, it's a very different situation. About 10 hours after an energy drink, I'll just be sitting there just like, I can be tired, but my brain's just going at a million miles an hour, being really negative, wanting to give up on everything in life and why bother, and all the worst things. At the moment, I don't have energy drinks, no problem, right? And that's even the sugar-free energy drinks. I still have the problem. So, yeah. Bro, I forgot to eat. Damn, yeah, Kurt, it happens. Yeah, I'm sitting here. I've been nibbling away on a container of leftover bacon, steak, and some chicken. So that was leftovers from last night. So I have no brain. Oh, I'd say you have a brain, mate. Did not know that ADHD could be the reason you forget to eat. I do that a lot. Well, yeah, hyperfixation, Wanda. So, like ADHD, it's really hard to stay on task. But if you're really into something and you absorb into it for hours, and you get in that flow, yeah, you won't break that flow to eat. Yep. Until it's like stomach sore, and then it's like, holy crap, I need to eat now. When you should have eaten 4 hours ago. So yeah. Throughout the day, I try get in some glasses of milk. That kind of helps tide me over. Because quite often when I'm working like that and I'm doing a lot and I'm really flat out, like I'll work in the garage for like 7 hours straight sometimes, and I won't eat anything. So I will come in, and if I have a coffee, I'll have a glass of milk or something. So I'm at least getting some fuel in. But I just don't have an appetite for a meal when I'm in the middle of that like hard workflow. Yeah, like what? Yeah, I've got offers around that for it. I'm looking at a 4-wheel drive version of the same thing, but it's got a slightly smaller tray in that, but it's 4-wheel drive, so it solves the driveway problem potentially. But we'll see what happens. I'm mulling it all over. Mulling it all over. I half considered almost selling it and buying some kind of smaller car again or something, but we'll see. I need to do some long thinking on it, so just the issue of getting the truck out of the driveway with the 2-wheel drive has been a substantial problem. So it's getting to the point I'll just buy a 4-wheel drive truck. But most of the 4-wheel drive trucks are like $30,000. But I've managed to find one that if I sold the dyno and I swing things the right way, I think I can. I think I can do it. It's just, do I actually want that truck I'm looking at? It does need a fair bit of repair. Beautiful truck. I won't go too much into it though, but it's a beautiful truck. But we'll see if it's viable. Pot's hurting so much, feel like I'm going to be sick. Bingo, get some paracetamol or something in there, mate. But just make sure you have something to eat with paracetamol, or just eat any kind of painkiller. Right, that's what a lot of people do. Is you can burn out your stomach lining even with paracetamol. I've done that before. I was burping for like a week straight, and yeah, burnt out my stomach lining because I had paracetamol without like really much water or something in my stomach. So there's a little lesson for everyone. What I believe I need to fix in my life is sleep. Yep, that is number one in the self-improvement space. Sleep is the basis of everything, right? As to how you feel, how you're functioning. What do you reckon's going on with your sleep, Rez? Are you up video gaming or something like I used to? All through the night, I used to do that. I'd sit there with a bottle of Mountain Dew or Coca-Cola and just video game through the whole damn night. Yeah. Doctor gave you some? Yeah, all right, Bingo. Yeah, just make sure you keep some water up as well, Bingo. Just a sip of water. When you're sick with a flu or anything, or you got anything like this going on with pain meds and stuff, just a sip of water every like 10 minutes. Really helps settle you back down, you know. G'day, Baz. Yeah, doing good, man. Doing good. Yeah, been contemplating a new truck all day, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. I have too many schemes in my head. This is my problem. Of which do I initiate? The thing I need to fix most in my life, as per the poll there, is I need to really cut down on the amount of vehicles and stuff and really make some decisions of what vehicles I need for the next few years. And like, do I keep this Dyna? Do I get a 4-wheel drive one? Do I get a bigger truck now? Like, there's so much. I think I might be trying to change through the vehicles a bit too quick. I think I might need to focus on some other things first. Scrolling through lives was my problem at night. I did some gaming tonight on Black Ops 2 Zombies. Well, Rez, I mean, the main thing is, bro, is if you're tired enough, you're not gonna be staying up till those hours, right? So like when I'd video game all night into the next day, when like I'd do it for a while, and it would get to the point I'd be up till 3 in the morning, or 4 in the morning, or 5 in the morning, and dialing back your sleep from there is really difficult. So what I'd do is I'd literally have an energy drink, and I would just grit through that day and go for a walk and stuff, maybe some video gaming, whatever. But by 8 p.m., I was just like 8 p.m., I'm like exhausted, right? So then you can sleep, and then you maybe wake up 8 a.m. the next day. And then you've immediately like reset that schedule, and just make sure you're tiring yourself out. Make sure you're not having too much caffeine. The half-life of caffeine is 7 hours, man. So 7 hours after a coffee or something, you've still got half of it in your system. That half of that next half is going to take another 7 hours. So I'll try avoid caffeine for about 2-3 p.m. usually. Like I'll have these little coffee sachet ones, but they got so little coffee in them they don't really count. But as far as like a coffee energy drink, anything high caffeine I will avoid from about 2-3 p.m. Flick it before that cheap white paint starts to yellow. Oh, not too worried about that, mate. I'm not too worried about that. With it, I mean, it's only a cheap truck. It's a good truck mechanically. It's a really good truck. That's why I bought it. Why do I look malnourished? Malnourished. I don't look malnourished. I'm well nourished, mate. I stay very close to a carnivore diet, so that's why you can actually see the bones in my face. I'm not all inflamed like all these people who eat all these carbohydrates and like a cow chewing cud going. Right. So when you eat steak and stuff, you use the muscles back here. You're chewing back here rather than chewing all these soft foods at the front. So all these muscles have deteriorated back because I'm not chewing these soft foods, and all the muscles here build up. You can see, like, I've got pictures of me when I was 40 pound heavier, and from here to here is like a curve. My face was out here, down here. I had a round like this. So this is just correct diet, mate. The correct amount of fat in your face. It's just everyone's used to seeing all these people who are inflamed from carbohydrates. So, what's cool to do in New Zealand? Travel around, man. See the place. All sorts of cool stuff. It looks healthy, America. Yes, Melvin's using ChatGPT or something to do all these long words, and like I'm going to catch this guy. I'm not Albert Einstein, mate. I'm not going to read all that. I'm not going to try and dissect all of that. You're not proving that you're smarter than me or something. Okay, just calm down. Everyone like the stream? I agree, Butters. That'd be great. But yeah, I don't think I look malnourished there, Ivan. I think I look pretty healthy there, mate. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, well, then you wouldn't be using all those words, would you? You got to understand that there's a lot of people going around live who do that. It's like, what do you think of the like? overly complex language, bro. It's obviously an intentional move on your part with what you're doing. So bloody beaches, mate. Yeah, go down to the beach. Yeah. Painted house the last few days, man. Been a bit depressed, but just kicking along. Been feeling the exact same way, Butters. I'm kicking along. I'm getting stuff done, but yeah, I'm not feeling the best lately, man. I'm not like mega depressed or anything, but I'm just in that slog, man. I feel you. I feel you. Those are the days that count, though, right? These are the days that make a difference. If you don't grit through, these are the people who make it or don't make it. The people who don't make it are the people I don't feel like doing it, so they don't do it. How you make it is I don't feel like doing it, but I'm gonna just tick away at it. How's the canine doing? Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Zed's asleep on his bed, and we got the golden chicken nugget here. Lightwood's about to bust out the Heidi emojis. He's out cold. I've tired them out today, thankfully. Been running around for hours. I didn't really do much work today. It was just hanging out with the dogs and chasing up this truck and researching a whole heap of different other stuff. It was sort of more of an inside day on the phone, looking into everything and trying to learn more about trucks and figure out what I'm doing in the long term a bit more. G'day, SF. Good to see you, mate. Just a nugget in the sauce. About 170 or 180 pounds. I think I'm like 165 pounds, somewhere around there. So I'm 74, 75 kilograms, whatever that works out to. At 6'2". Lost 80 pounds and became very healthy. My whole family thought I was on drugs. Yeah, Kenneth, that's sort of what I got from, I get it on here all the time. I talk a lot. And I got, very little fat in my face. People think I'm on all kinds of drugs and stuff. But I'm just autistic and ADHD. And, clean diet. I dropped 40 pounds on a pure carnivore diet in 8-9 months. I think really it was about 4 months to lose 40 pounds just by changing my diet, And then these days I keep out of ketosis and just have some milk. I'll have the old butter chicken and rice, whatever, right? But I do try to keep the sugars down. You don't say, you silly bugger. What are we talking about? You don't say what? You have to clarify the context there, mate. You see how they sent rocket science into AI and it developed a thrust that breaks physics brains? I don't know, mate. I'm all lost in my own world, mate. My own pursuits. Cow references. Heavyweight for 6'2", bro. 180. 6'2", lean and mean. Yeah, lean, mean fight machine. Yeah, this guy's saying I'm blimmin' malnourished. Hang on. Malnourished, they say. Malnourished. This is not malnourished, mate. This is well nourished, mate. Alright? This is well nourished. How's this, bruh? See that there? Look, well nourished, mate. Big and strong, mate. You see? The big and strong, mate. Here we go. You're big and strong, mate. That's not malnourished. I'm offended. How dare you? Put the hoodie on, everyone says I'm bloody malnourished. One person did. Tell them to move over. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, mate. Yeah, we're going to start building. Oh, shit, is that tomorrow? I think it is. Chat. Yeah, 30th of July. 30 days have September, April, June, and November. No, day after tomorrow we'll start doing the push-up training for September for the charity challenge. So we're getting there. Brother, I only had raw veggies, jasmine rice, chicken and fish. Had a 6-pack too, never felt better. I get it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't eat any veggies myself, Kenneth. Yeah. After being very into the carnivore diet and doing a lot of research when I was looking into that, and I don't just jump into things like that. So I really dug around a lot of different perspectives. And I try and really stay away from vegetables. Apart from pickles, I've developed a slight penchant for pickles lately. I'll blame the chat for that. I'm not taking accountability on that one. Everyone kept talking about pickles. Make sure you remember to hit the like if you haven't yet, guys. I would appreciate it. Double tap me on the forehead, anywhere above the chat there. Show me some love. I do appreciate it. If you've forgotten. You love pickles? Yeah, I don't know if Susie got any more pickles, actually. Let's have a look. I did request pickles. Oh, hang on. We may have it, chat. That looks suspiciously like pickles. Oh, I can't. That'll get there. Hang on. Oh, we've been restocked, chat. We're restocked on the pickles. Look at that. She's a good woman, that Susie, I tell you. She remembers all the things my ADHD forgets. This is where she fills the blank in my life, right? All the little things I forget to buy when I'm at the supermarket and stuff. She remembers. It's very good. Yeah. I know. I saw what Jiggly said. I was just giving Jiggly a little time there to reflect on if he's what he's saying is worth bothering. If it's worth the keystrokes. Probably not. Pickles is a good name for a cat. Sirloin is a good name for a pet pig. Or Sir Hammerlot. Yeah, Sirloin is the peak name you can give a pet pig. True story. Could name a chicken nuggets or something like that. Don't know how appropriate that is. It's 2026 after all. Are you allowed to say these things? I don't know. Let me know, chat. Let me know. It's amazing that the most voted for thing is I don't even know why I'm on YouTube right now. Hopefully they're voting that as satire and they have some idea of like why they're avoiding all their other stuff and just like, I'm just going to go brain rot myself. It's very concerning that the most voted for thing on there is I don't even know why I'm on YouTube right now. And my question is are these same people like, man, I don't want to know where I'm going in life. I don't know what I want to do. And it's like, well, where are you putting your time? You're putting it at scrolling through lives because you don't know what to do with yourself. Got to aim at something. Got to pursue those things. Honestly, the best thing you can do if you're in your 20s or 30s or something is they say you go back to what you enjoyed at 15, 16 years old. What were the things that really spoke to you then and you were really into? Then you've become like an adult. You've got busy with work and all these different things. It's like, what are the things you actually enjoyed that actually like called out to you when you were growing up, when you were a child? That's your brain. You're already wired for these things, right? Had a Hampshire name tonight. I've never heard of that. Kenneth, tell me more. I don't know why I'm on YouTube because I should be sleeping. I got work tomorrow. Yeah, get yourself to sleep, Rez. Get yourself to bed, mate. You've said. I said, what do you believe is the biggest thing you need to fix in your life? You know, what do you need to fix most? And you said sleep. Yet we're still here talking about it, Rez. So I don't know, man. I can't reach through the screen and like, come on, Rez, come on here. I'll just tuck you in. You know, get your blankie on, get your nightlight. I can't. Nobody can do it for you, man. If you want to, you're saying it's the thing that's affecting you most. If you want to fix it, it is on you, my friend. You don't have to stay here for little old me. I do appreciate it though. Good on you, Mitre 10. You done it again. Cabot's Aquadeck for staining your deck. Yeah. Hey, Jonesy, give us a hand building a deck Saturday. Nah, mate, you're dreaming. Aussies. DIY. It's in our DNA. Yes, yes. All the old Mitre 10 ads with the New Zealanders and the Australians. 80. Oh, hang on. 85 Honda three-wheeler is what I've seen there. Or now we're talking. Got an 85 Honda 200 three-wheeler from my dad, dude. That's why I need to focus on rebuild that beauty. Heck yeah, Kurt. That's a proper machine right there. Be careful on those darn things. Yeah, they've gotten a reputation for a reason. There's lots of videos on how to ride one correctly with those three-wheelers, because you got to think about not just the wheel tracks, but you know, you've essentially got 3 different wheel tracks on them. That's what gets you in trouble on a three-wheeler. But those things are heckishly fun, man. I like them. Can we get 30 likes soon, guys? What do you reckon? I don't ask too often, but the likes have been slow lately, so we're going to try and pump that number up. Those are rookie numbers on this racket, you know that? Yep, Rez, get some sleep, mate. If you're struggling to sleep, Rez, warm glass of milk, mate. Bit of milk in the microwave, mate. Just warm it up a bit. Get that down you. Just like a half glass of milk, mate. You'll sleep like a baby. Well, I shouldn't say sleep like a baby. Babies are notorious for not sleeping well. I don't know why we have that term. Oh, I sleep like a baby. You ever heard how a baby sleeps? They wake up all through the night and keep everybody awake is what new parents say, so I don't know. I always thought babies didn't sleep well, apparently. What time is it there? Oh, I'll let you know, mate. One moment. It's 6:30 p.m. on Thursday, mate. Give us a fruit bowl. I ain't got no fruit bowls, mate. I don't really eat much fruit. You look like that one actor, but Aussie. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know who you mean, but all right. Remember that from the 90s, my years as a kid living in New Zealand? Yep. Hey, Jonesy, give us a hand building a deck Saturday. Nah, mate, you're dreaming. Aussies. My favourite American. Who's your favourite American? El Guapo. My old flatmate had a cat called El Guapo who wandered in his door one day. He adopted it and he named it El Guapo. He was a good cat, was old El Guapo. Wrecked bad 3 years ago. Yeah, Kurt. Yeah, live and learn, right? Live and learn on them. The joys of motorcycles. The guy from Ted. "39 years old. I'm friends with a goddamn teddy bear. I don't want to be friends with a teddy bear. I gotta have a life, Ted." Can't do that accent too good. Isn't that fucking shit, man. Oh, I don't know. Somebody might know. What's a brain rot, bro? Well, brain rot content is content that's just rotting your brain. It's just bullshit, right? People putting rubber bands on watermelons, bouncing ping pong balls, or just doing an act on here talking rubbish, right? It's just you're not learning anything. You're not growing. You're just killing your time. It's like you can brain rot yourself on Netflix or something as well, right? You can just watch shit. It's not really helping you. Or just content that doesn't serve you, you know. There's a lot of brain rot content out there, mate. So I try not to do it. I try to make a channel that's brain rot free. Greetings, my friend. G'day, Possum the Cat. How are you? Yeah, Kenneth, you're going to have to let Bingo know what a Hampshire meal or something is. I've never heard of that either. Mark Wahlberg's... Oh, Mark Wahlberg. Oh, yep. People say my friend Dennis over on Men of Action looks like Mark Wahlberg as well. And he says, no, he's Dark Wahlberg, apparently. Crazy to see one of those old analog vapes. I thought they didn't make them anymore. I like that, mate. It was well done on that. G'day, mate. Half hawk, half man. G'day, mate. I'm old as fuck, but getting old is a privilege denied to many. Yes, it is. It is. Have you had a well-lived life there, half hawk? What you enjoyed yourself though? Any regrets? Any message for the younger generation? Radar on MASH. Oh shit, I shouldn't remember that. I really am old. When life becomes too comfortable, people begin to lose their sense of aliveness. They start yearning for the freedom, danger, and intensity that lie beyond the safety of domesticated existence. I hope you've subscribed, Hawk. I'm going to pin that one up. That is a very good message there, my friend. That's it, right? Once we have the basics of human life, you know, you got a roof over your head, you got food in your stomach, you know, the bills are paid, things are handled. That's where most people get stuck, right? It's comfortable enough, you know. They fear losing just that little comfort they have, right? Everything else beyond that it seems superfluous, perhaps. Yes. What's up, hey, Jody? Been a while. How are you? Random FPV. Kia ora, bro. How are you? Trying to quit smoking but struggling? I'm right there with you, my friend. I'm unfortunately not the guy to ask about that one. I learned, Kurt talking about his bike crash 3 years ago. He said, I learned broken jaw, orbital nose, sunken cheekbone, double vision, numb top teeth, broke my chest plate, 4 ribs. Got me a gnarly scar that follows my right eyebrow. I'm alive, bro. And you're a wizard. You got a scar, but eyebrow. There you go. You're a wizard, Harry. Jeez, man. There you go. You're alive, Kurt. There you go. Yep, get that bike done up, man. Liked and subbed. Oh, thank you very much, mate. My message is that life feels lighter when we choose to spread joy. That's it, mate. That's what I try and do here. Is always just a positive message. We're trying to. You know, I'm not like a perfect human being or something. I'm just a regular ass dude, you know, that's battled with depression, ADHD, autism, all the fun stuff. You know, I was in the special ed class at school, and that's, you know, I'm doing all right for, you know, on paper I'm legally R word, but I'm doing all right. If I can figure this shit out, I'm sure everyone else will be all right. But that's why I do the streams, man. It's just try and inspire people, give people some hope in a world that's bloody rough a lot of the time, you know. Bingo said, my chat isn't working, or nobody in the chat's talking to you. Yeah, I asked the same question, Bingo. I was trying to find out from Kenneth there what they meant by that meal they were talking about, but I haven't heard from Kenneth for a bit there, mate, so I'm sorry. But we do see your messages there, Bingo. Did I miss another one before that from you, Bingo? I'll double check, mate. You said from Ted. Yeah, you asking Kenneth, what was a Hampshire? Nobody's telling me. It was a meal of some kind, I believe. I'm really depressed, but this helps. I appreciate that, Jody. That's you know, I've been having a hard few days mentally myself, you know. It's all right, you know, like I'm not chipper. I'm excited about some things, like I was excited about a truck today, but I'm just stressed about all the other stuff I got going on. I always try to take on too much at once, you know. I gotta rein myself in, and it just stuck in my head a bit, trying to process it all, trying to decide what I prioritize, what path I'm going, you know what I mean? It's how it is sometimes. The brain can be like that, but you know, you just keep moving forward as you can, you know. Good days, bad days, they come, they go, you know. Random, yeah, that's one way of doing it, I suppose. Random, yeah, it's a good point, eh? When I've been sick, you know, I won't smoke at all for days and days. So yeah, that would be a good time to quit smoking, because you definitely don't feel like one when you're sick. Fix your tone, please. Watch your attitude, champ. Ferg says, watch your attitude, champ. I'll have whatever attitude I like, mate. It's my channel. If you don't like it, you can leave, mate. It was an accidental way to quit smoking. Oh, top tier strat though, random. Top tier. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for a minute, and it did. There's Naomi heading off. Sorry, guys, I am trying to catch on. This is Superfly. Just stopping by to give the live stream a like and say have a good evening, Venom. Thank you very much, Superfly. Much appreciated, bro. I'm going to hop off here. I just want to pop in and see how you were doing. Have to get some sleep before work. Much love. It's 2:40 AM. All good, Naomi. Thank you for coming by, and I hope I helped in some way with my perspective there for you, mate. Champ, you have permission to fix your tone. Yeah, nah, my tone's good, mate. People love my tone on here. Just need to settle down, all right? We're just going to keep it calm, keep it positive. Have a nice, pleasant conversation on YouTube. Can we do that? Can we do that as a collective? Can we just have a nice, good conversation that's productive, beneficial, a good vibe for people? You know, isn't there enough drama in the world? Isn't there enough bullshit? That's what I try to make it here, a little bunker away from all of that. Ferg, I'm really not going to give you the attention you so desperately crave, mate. I think I've given you enough. I think I've played into it. I had a little fun with you with it. It's probably about time you jog on. Okay, Jam. Just for you, I'll keep it nice and quiet. We'll keep peak ASMR vibes for you, alright? Just for you, I'll talk nice and softly. We'll coddle you. No, it's jog on, actually, is the correct term. Jog on as in jog onward. Onward on you. Keep on going your way, and I'll keep going mine, mate. Hampshire is a large breed of pig, wide and long. Long pig. They grow fast and can get rather large, over 1,000 pounds and 6 feet long. Well, that's a big piggy. If you're depressed, to stay on your grind. The world ignores quitters, but often helps those who persist. Yep, that's it, Half Hawk. That's exactly it. You're very good logic there, my friend. Very based opinion. Like staying in the depression, staying in your bed with the thought, staying inside with the curtains drawn. Like it can serve at it for a period, right? If you need to just wind down a bit. But to break out of depression, it is. It's 5-10 minutes at a time of just doing what you can. No, Mark. Usually I have a little bit, but no, I haven't had any since yesterday. Actually, no, I haven't had any. Haven't had any of the happy cabbage. No, might give that up. I'm feeling pretty good today without it. I'm feeling about the same. So, £1,000 a damn good, yeah, mate. Yeah. Laura Kate, we're not doing this again. You've been to my channel enough times. I've told you we don't do religion here, so I don't talk about my beliefs with religion, and I don't. It's just not the topic. There's a lot of channels that cover specifically that thing. I suggest you go talk about it there, because here this is a channel for self-improvement. This is a channel for building your life, right? It doesn't matter what your religious beliefs are, but what we're here to talk about is just checking in on everybody, making sure people are going well, and if they're not, we can talk about it in the chat. Multiple people can get involved and help suggest things for people in that, right? I just host it. I'm just here. I'm just the man on the camera, but there's a lot of people here with a lot of great experience. Like I've battled with alcohol and did 2.5 years sober and did a carnivore diet, all these things, right? But the core purpose of the chat is like maybe somebody comes in here with a pill addiction or something, and I can't help them, but there's usually somebody in the chat who has experience in a certain thing, right? So we'll just help each other out. Yeah, just trying to make a channel away from all the noise of the world, all the drama, all the problems, all the stress. Because the negative thoughts never really serve us too much. They kind of just, dig us a bit of a hole. So I try and just do a positive chat and reframe things that helps people get through their day, That's it, bingo. That's the only reason I do it, man. I don't have anything against anybody religious or anything. It's just, yeah. It's just not the topic. It used to become messy when I'd allow it. So, unfortunately. I'm not going to fall for that, mate. It's not my first day on YouTube Live. I'd suggest you find something better to do with your time, mate, to be honest. Checking in from Montreal, Canada, brother. Blessed all. Great to have you here, Mark. Canadians, I found Canadians to be lovely people. I found Canadians to be lovely people that I've met through YouTube and like channels. I'm trying to remember, there's a Great Outdoor something. There's a Canadian guy with a grey beard. He's usually wearing like a black like cowboy hat. I'm a member of his channel. I always forget the channel name. There's a nice Canadian fella on a homestead. Jungles create foot rot moisture and not changing socks and shoes. Yeah, that's a real big thing with tramping and hiking and stuff, right? Is keeping your socks dry, right? They do that a lot in military and stuff like that, right? Hi from Louisville, Kentucky. G'day, Chris. How are you, man? How you going? Good to see you. I'm sure you've been here you've been here a few times before, eh, Chris? I try to remember everybody. It does help if you have like a profile picture and stuff. It locks it into the old autism and visual memory a bit better. We've still got the most votes for I don't even know why I'm on YouTube right now. It's a sign of the times, I suppose, isn't it? But yeah, how's everybody's week going? What's coming up? We're getting warmer to the weekend. Has anybody got some good plans for the weekend or good things happening this week? Or bad things? Whatever's going on. We can talk about it as always. I think the dog's pretty out cold, to be honest, guys. Must have tired her out today, eh? He's out like a light. Isn't that nice? Instead of the dog whining the whole stream, I wore her out running around outside. That's good. It's a step in the right direction. Born in Dublin, came to Montreal in 1974. That's awesome, man. Was that like your family moved over, or you came over on your own? Is it like your family moved over, or it's you came over with the shirt on your back and the American dream? I want the story. Well, not the American dream, the Canadian dream. The Canadian dream. I'm really depressed by work, so that's it, Jody. I've been feeling the same last few days, mate. Just feeling that weight, feeling that there's so much I have planned to do. There's so much I need to get on top of. I feel like it's going to take me a very long time, and like I doubt myself, right? I don't even know if it's I doubt myself. I know over time I can get it all done. It's just like I just see what the next year of my life looks like, and I'm just like, ugh. But it's all right, right? Day by day, the sooner I get on with it, the sooner it'll be over, you know? And we're just going to get rid of Mide here because you just a troll disturbing my chat. I'm not going to give you the attention you want, but thank you for your free engagement, mate. Much appreciated. Make sure you hit the like button on your way through. We'll try hit 40 likes. Foot Rot Flats, the comic strip. Ah, yes, bingo, yes, good old Foot Rot Flats, man. Yeah, been a fair while. Oh, actually, it might have been about 2 or 3 years ago. I watched the movie again. Retired now, ride my horse 5 or 6 days a week. Brought to Canada by folks. Wicked, man. Get to ride your horse 5 or 6 days a week. You're out in Canada, retired, living the dream, man. I like that. It sounds like you're quite at peace with it all. You've had a good blooming. Is it James in Canada that you're thinking about? No, we're talking Mark. Is it James? Is that his name, Wanda? Yeah, he's like a Canadian guy on a homestead, and he talks very softly. And oh, hey guys, he's got a grey beard and stuff. I just became a member to him the other day, but I always forget the name of the channel. It's like something outdoor. I've only caught a stream 2 or 3 times, but yeah, as soon as I met that fella, I grabbed a membership in that. Oh, that's all good, Lightwood. It's the joys of text communication, right? That's what I try and understand in the chat as well. Is like, there is misunderstandings between people. There has been since the first text messages, right? Using emojis and stuff, and the amount of miscommunications that happen just doing things by text. It's quite tricky from my end, to try and I'm trying to read the tone and stuff as well. I feel I do an all right job of it. I'm getting better. This weekend I get to see my best friends from 7th grade. Oh, that's going back. Excited to see her. She's travelling from out of state. We've been friends for 48 years. That's awesome, man. I've got a friend like that I've known about 20 years. So he streams on YouTube as well, and we catch up with each other about every 1 or 2 years. There's a hot rod show in the city, way out West Auckland. There's a big hot rod show, and me and him are just like, man, we'll meet somewhere out there around like 10 a.m. and that's where me and him usually hang out. Yeah, spend 2 or 3 hours hanging out, talking cars and that. But yeah, my old friends in the city. Dog's pushing on me back. Hey, dog. I'm being bullied by the dog, guys. You done? Can you take your paw off me? Thanks. Okay. Funny dog, that one. Saw the Odyssey and it was amazing. Okay, yep. Somebody mentioned that the other day. Is that in cinemas? I think somebody said that was in cinemas or something, right? They didn't say it was on Netflix or any of that. Also amazing stuff. Yeah, Kurt, I mean, it's good to, I've definitely got friends I've known, there's a few friends I have that I've known, 15, 20 years, and, we might see each other once every year or 3 years or something. It's never different, right? We hang out and it's the same as always, So that's sort of good friendships survive that, right? I think you're talking about Jerry that's in Canada. Yes, Jerry, yeah, that's his name. I can't remember the name of the channel, Wanda, but yeah, Jerry. He seems like a great fella. I've been enjoying his content. No, I don't know who that is, Creedy. No, I haven't heard of that. I'm pretty out of the loop on the world, to be honest, man. I try and I'm so focused on what I'm trying to build for myself, right? So I don't know too much of. I know some stuff, but yeah, not everything. Nobody knows everything. Did I finish me coffee? Oh, I didn't. No, Creedy, you've lost me again, mate. I don't know who these people are, unfortunately. I do apologise. Got me a 20-year-old friend who he builds drift cars in Mesa. Got me a 20-year friend who he builds drift cars in Mesa, Arizona. AZ is Arizona, right? Nice, man. Yeah, it's really interesting. Like, especially in my 30s, I've really cottoned on to, so many people just live so many different ways, and it's like, I have friends that do all kinds of different hobbies and things, and that, right? You kind of just find your people that you get along with what you get along with about, and we all have our own way. It'd be boring if we're all the same, right? Got to have some difference. Yeah, Arizona, country music, yeah, yeah. Odyssey, a magic app I got years ago. Oh, okay. Bluey, I think. Why are we talking about Bluey versus Peppa Pig? Who would win? Bluey versus Peppa Pig. Oh, I haven't seen much of Bluey. Wouldn't Peppa Pig be a lot bigger than Bluey the dog? Is it Bluey's a dog, isn't he? Bluey kind of is the next generation's Wiggles, essentially, isn't he? And all the kids watch him. What is it? Coco Melon's the other one. If anybody hasn't hit the like yet and you do like the content, please do. We've been sitting on 34 likes for a while there. We'll see if we can pump that up to 40. I would appreciate it. Subbed up, you seem alright, and I dig your positivity and chat engagement. I appreciate it, man. Yeah. I do definitely do a lot of engagement with chat here and just try and cover everything. I do other streams where I'm just like in the garage and stuff, working in the background. I do a whole heap of different stuff on here, but this is my main. These are my main like evening chats to sort of show up and make sure everybody's doing all right. And there's quite a few people who hang out here throughout the night that are just wind down for the end of the day. They find me soothing. Other people find me a bit chaotic at times. Just am who I am. Infamous. Oh, I was thinking about you today, Infamous. I was asking for you in the chat the other day, wondering where you were. I was thinking about you a couple of hours ago. I mean, I wonder how Infamous is doing. I hope he's doing all right. And last night, I was going to sleep last night. I was like, I was thinking about a few people that haven't been around much lately. I was like, I hope Infamous is doing all right. Hi, I'm Albert from Southern California. Big Al from Southern Cal. I like the name, mate. It's beautiful. Big Al from Southern Cal. Welcome, Big Al from Southern Cal. 69. It's a dope place. I don't know what you mean by that, Kurt. Is that an area code or something? What's going on, people? How's it going, Mark? I've been trying to lock in, but life is hoeing me. Need to buy new tires and a new battery. Yeah, that's how it goes, Infamous, right? It's things tend to go wrong at the worst possible time, right? You're not the only one. But you'll get through it, make sacrifices if you have to, sell some stuff you got laying around. Try sacrifice, if you can, if there's anything you can cash up or something, right? Make it easier rather than trying to make the money directly. I find that always helps. If you can drag something out of the corner you don't really need anymore, $20 is $20. If you forgot to double tap, here's a friendly reminder. Yes, please do, guys. Please get those likes going up. Yeah, they've been a bit low the last few nights, so I will mention it. I don't mention it too often, but you can give me a couple of taps on the forehead. If you're not quite sure about me, give me a couple of pokes in the eye. That's all right too. Oh, there we go. There's one. Somebody poked me in the eye twice, or the forehead, one or the other. No, Creedy, I don't know who any of these people are, mate. Sub because you're friendly. Thanks, I'll visit again. Oh, fantastic, Big Al. Yeah, we just hang out, man, and just check in on everybody. And I do like self-improvement talks, right? Like we just talk about it as whatever people have going on. So we just hang out. It's kind of like a bunker away from all the stuff of the world. We don't do politics. We don't do religion here. We just keep it focused on personal growth and the things you want to chase, the things you actually want to be doing with your life, right? And people talking about their struggles or what's going well, and get some great stories in here, man. Get some great progress and stuff. The channel, my guy, was agreeing. I was agreeing with Mark and for 69 because you're also Mark. Oh yeah, I follow Kurt. I follow. Thanks, mate. Fancy seeing you here, Big Al. Oh, there, Big Al and Mark know each other. It's good. It's a small world, eh? It's a small world. We found out yesterday that Celtic, one of my moderators, he it looks like he used to race motorcycles with Heavy D back in the day. So I don't know. We're gonna end up talking more about that at some point. Got your eye, mate. Oh no, my eye. Thanks for that, Claire. Real nice to tune in here, voice mate. It's funny you say that. I just sold my employee stock to buy some groceries. There you go, Infamous. There you go, man. Just free up everything you can, man. It's like me being in the caravan, right? It's a delayed gratification, right? It's a sacrifice to be in here so I can build the cabin rather than like if I'd bought a cabin that was pre-made or small or something, you know. You know, it's you know, the present is a gift to your future self, right? So if you can make some sacrifices now and get through, make those hard choices, it's going to make things get back up faster, you know. So I hope it goes all right for you, man. But yeah, if you ever need anything, bro, just let me know. Try and help you in some way if I can, man. Creedy, I'm just gonna. You're not really getting the message of the channel, bro. You're kind of interrupting the chat, so I'm just gonna give you a 10-minute timeout there. You're welcome to chat after that, but I'm not here to just like, do you know this person? Do you know that person? You know, it's clear by what I'm saying. Like, there's a bit of a topic going on, and I'm pretty clear about it. And there's a poll and all that. So, g'day, Dill. Love from America, bro. Good to see you, mate. What's your name? Nice to meet you. My name's Mark, Bagel. My name is Mark with a K, M-A-R-K. Sometimes you'll see my partner Susie on here. She's just out at work at the moment. Mark is America's sweetheart. You're not wrong, I don't think, Infamous. 40% of my, on my analytics, 40% of my viewership is United States and like 12% New Zealand. So now I'm huge in America. As I always said in the music industry, you know, you have to crack into the American market. That's what Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne did. You know, they had to crack into that American market is where it opens up. So there you go. We're doing it, chap. We're doing it. I'm succeeding. Mark, yes. G'day, Big Al. Appreciate the wave, mate. It is a very small world, man. It is a very small world on YouTube here, especially. You know, there's a lot of people know each other, like creators and people in chats and stuff. You know, birds of a feather flock together, right? So it's definitely taking time with the channel. So to get the algorithm feeding people in here between the trolls and just people like the, you know, they're not into what I'm doing. You know, day by day we find the right people, find the people who enjoy the content, and I'm doing exactly, Mark. I'm doing what I can to play the long game, but it's awesome to be back in the stream. Yeah, it's fantastic to have you here. Infamous, yeah, as I said, man, I was thinking about you the other day, and last night I was going to sleep, and I was like, oh man, I wonder, hope Infamous is doing all right. You know, I do a pretty good job of remembering people. So, and especially when you're a mod and stuff, a big supporter of the channel, bro. I hope you're doing all right, man. I didn't get your name, you said? Yep, you got it now, I think. We don't do any religion here, Wayusha. We don't do that, bro. You're the most handsome New Zealander I know. I'll take it. And what am I competing against? The sheep. Your head is getting big. No, my head's not getting big, Claire. No, I'm still wholesome and humble. I'm just a simple man. I'm just me. If I get an ego and a big head and act like a dickhead on here, make sure you check me on that one, Claire. Make sure. What am I doing? I'm not serious. Too serious there, Claire. No, I'm you know. Glad to be a part of the greatest community on YouTube, man. Sorry I've been gone so long. Never apologise if you're not here, mate. You got your own stuff going on, and if you need any advice, bro, any input, just you let me know, bro. I'll help you. Greatest community on YouTube. I'll take that. It seems like a bit of an embellishment, Tina, but if that's what you have to say, man, I'm all for it. A lot of people have told me that, and I feel like people are blowing smoke up my ass. But a lot of people have said like the channel really helps them, and that it's you know, really great community. It's really different to everything else, and I'm just like, oh no, I'm just being me. RBH, we don't talk about religion here, bro. It's just not the topic, is all respectfully. So we don't do religion and we don't do politics here, just because it's just not the topic. But people are entitled to whatever beliefs they have. That's fine. People are welcome to hang out, but it's about, no matter where you are, what beliefs you have, politically, religion, whatever. This channel's about self-improvement. It's about helping people. There's a lot of people feel alone and feel they're struggling or whatever, right? And they want to be able to talk about this stuff. So it's my way of serving people, right? This is my way of doing something for the world. So to provide a space where we can chat. And I'm new, but I'm going to stay. From Kurt. I appreciate that, mate. Appreciate that, Kurt. I never knew the name New Zealand. came from a region in Netherlands called Zealand. I don't think so. I don't think that would be. I've never heard of that myself. I need to fix how many pairs of underwear I own, said Steve. Is too many not enough? Captain Jeff, did your mother have any children that lived? The fuck? First people that discovered the land were Dutch. No, they were from England, mate. My understanding. Vai Victor, that's not a very good thing to be saying, is it? That's not a person you want to be. I wouldn't think. Vai Victor, I've never understood that, my friend. I'm not going to say it out loud, but people can read it in the chat. All I have to say on that is nobody chooses what country they're born in or their ethnicity. None of these things are chosen, right? So I don't think it's acceptable to judge anybody that way. Obviously, you're just a troll, but that's my opinion on that. You're born when you're born. We're all just here, man. We got brought into existence where we got born into existence. We look how we look. We are who we are. So it seems a silly way to judge people. You should judge people on individual merit, right? How that individual is as a person. No, I don't think that's the way to look at it, mate. But anyway, we don't do politics, right? But yeah, we're not going to get into all that. All this division on planet Earth. It's no good, mate. We could all, There you go. Where is it? Yeah. It's all about, if somebody has a different opinion to you, a different belief system, it doesn't make them your enemy immediately, right? We've forgotten that as a society. It's like if this person isn't exactly like me, it's like they're right. It's this person disagrees with me. It's like that's all right. We don't all have to agree on everything. It doesn't mean we can't be kind to each other on this little spinning blue and green rock. Words of wisdom, yeah. It's I don't know, mate. We're all just born into existence here. We're all just trying to figure it out, man. We all just you get bored and it's saying, oh, all right, I'm in school and whatever. I'll go get a job. Okay, whatever. Right, we're all tumbling down. We're all trying to figure out who we are and what we want out of life, right? Appreciate it, Vivicto. Yeah, Vivicto. I mean, you can't look at I talk about this often on the channel, man. You can't stare at the things beyond your control, right? This is why I don't do the politics, right? It's all beyond your control to change, and knowing about it, all of this, all it's going to do is make you upset. It's like when the fuel prices went really high in New Zealand because of the conflict overseas. There was stuff happening over there, and everyone's talking about, even in my local supermarket in the middle of nowhere in New Zealand, I overheard people talk about, oh, did you hear what Trump said? And they're doing this and they're doing that. There's no sense or logic to me knowing a single thing about that. When I go to the fuel station and I put the fuel in, it costs the price it costs. I'm going to swipe my card. Me knowing about all the details of what's happening and exactly why the fuel price is going up and this and that, it's all information I don't need, right? I'm not going to stress about it. I got better things to focus on, So you start to cut out all this noise, and then you find you have a lot more time for your own pursuits and that, right? We're all distracted. Not everybody, but most people are very distracted now between all the different things on your phone and that, right? That's my view on it. Wosha, I mean, people have been sending people all over the planet for a very long time, man. It's a tale as old as time, as old as humans. So it's an ongoing battle, always has been. Happy is a man who is not easily offended. Yes. Infamous, Big Al is a great new addition to the channel this evening. It's good to have you here, Big Al. And Mark as well. Mark69 there. Good news. Jamie Redder has good news. Oh, we like good news. Yeah, I highly doubt that, Seraph. We don't do politics here, mate. Oh, later, mate. Oh, you're heading off now, Big Al. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, mate. Did I miss a farewell message before that? Make sure. Yeah, he's heading off. All right, mate. Yeah, have yourself a good night. Hopefully, everybody gets a good night's sleep tonight. I'm sure it's like 2 a.m. for a lot of you. So Let me know if it's late for you. Yeah, great to meet you, Big Al. Big Al from Southern Cal. Great to meet you, mate. Yeah, another American to the fold. We got some Canadians here this evening as well, and all sorts. Wait, Australia is invading New Zealand. Urgent news. They did that on a parody Australian TV show once. I can't remember what it was called, but they used to put marketing agencies against each other and like who could make the best ad. And the challenge one week was who can make the best ad to sell the Australian public on an invasion of New Zealand. I can't remember what the show was called, but yeah, some Australian might know. But yeah, they made some joke TV ads about invading New Zealand if they were Australian. Yeah. I'm back with a very, very old South Park reference there, man. That's what, season 1, season 2 of South Park? It's getting back, man. There's my friend from New Zealand. This is Elric again, by the way. G'day, Elric. Yeah, good to see you, mate. Stormbringer. That's a good name. I like the Stormbringer name. You know what I immediately think of when I read Stormbringer is I always thought the Storm Chasers were cool in America. If I'd been born in America, that's probably what I would have ended up doing was like chasing tornadoes in a full like storm truck or something. I think that'd be a bit of me. That would. Got a co-owner on my channel now, so I'm very excited. We're boosting my content. Fantastic, Jamie. Yep. Use the connections, man. Go up day by day. Try different things. That's it. Thank you, Big Al. There we go. Another pin message there. Big Al, look at that. Big Al is full support of the channel straight away there. Consider getting yourself a membership sometime, Big Al. You get emojis there. Maybe one of the members will show it off. I think it's about $3 US a month for a membership there. I think we're at about 185 members at the moment. I need to recheck because the members went up when we got monetized last month. We got a lot of gifted ones and stuff. So, and Infamous, don't you bloody go giving any blooming memberships, mate. You look after yourself, bro. You make sure you're looking after yourself there, Infamous. I'm back. I don't talk about religion in here, bro. It's just a blanket rule, bro. Respectfully, just stops people arguing. Right, we're here to work on ourselves and just talk about what we're building in life and where we're aiming or anything we're struggling with, depression, anything like that, right? Or relationships, whatever it is, right? If people need help, that's what we're here to talk about. I'm just all I stream for is to try and make the world a better place, to try and motivate and inspire people. Like I don't really want to be on here like this, but it's bigger than me. So when I was depressed and that and struggling, I never thought I'd be on here doing this, but from my depression and attempts to end my life and stuff to where I'm at now, all the things I've learned, I just don't want people feeling the way I did. I want to offer any help I can, and I didn't want to come on YouTube in 10 years and be like, oh, hey guys, here's the life I've built. It's like, no, like I'm gonna document all of this live, like all the work in the garage and stuff. I stream a lot of that, and just what it takes to actually build the life, build the homestead here, build the cabins, or other Lord of the Rings filming locations. I missed the first message. Have you ever been to the Hobbiton set? No, I haven't been down there, Geld. I admittedly, I'm sorry, I haven't seen the movies, mate. I haven't seen any of the Lord of the Rings movies. I think I watched about 10, 15 minutes of the first one. But no, it's never happened. Yeah, much appreciated for that good message there to pin, Big Al. Much appreciated, man. It's nice just to chat. Yeah, it is Stormbringer. It's good. And then that's the thing is we hang out and chat, and then sometimes people are having a bad day and we can help them, and sometimes people have good news in here, and it's good to just actually let it out and talk about stuff. It's free therapy, right? I suppose. But I'm not a therapist. I'm just a regular dude. I'm back. The joke was all right the first time. All right, we'll just try and read the vibe of the room, guys. Please read the vibe of the room. We try and just have a good chat. We try to respect each other and stuff, right? It's the one place in the world where you troll a bit, get cheeky on other channels, but this is the place where we can hang out and just have a Fonzie style. You know, this I look a bit like Henry Winkler these days, right? Hey, you know, Fonzie. Fonzie's jumping his motorcycle. Hey, sit on it, Patsy. Sit on it. Hey, yeah. I'd make a good Fonzie. I'd make a great Arthur Fonzarelli. But yeah, I really like Henry Winkler as an actor. He was the music teacher as well in the movie Here Comes the Boom. Have you seen that movie where the school music program's getting shut down? The old music teacher. That's actually Fonzie from Happy Days. What else is he in? He's the coach in The Waterboy with Adam Sandler. I'm back. I'm going to give you a 10-minute timeout there, buddy. 10 minutes on the naughty corner for being rude to other members. It will not be tolerated. Some people, you can say, people, I do take the odd bit of shit my way, but if you're gonna, talk to my members who are my regulars and that, who are having a good time here, I'm not gonna let you ruin it. I've seen it ruin too many channels, guys, trolls and stuff, and the wrong kind of discussion, so we'll carry on. Don't even know why I'm on YouTube right now at like 3:14 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. Well, what's got you up till 3 in the morning, John dear? What's going on, man? Are you stressed? Are you just up video gaming or something, or just I don't know? You gotta have a reason to get up early in the morning, right? It depends, But if you have a bit more context, man, I'd love to try and help that. That used to be how my life was, man. Up till 3, 4 in the morning, and just always drained. Like I'm still tired these days, but I get a lot done. So it's like there's something coming of it. Got a leather jacket, white t-shirt, and oil your hair back. Then you'll be the Fonz. All right, yep. I'll have to get a yeah. Yeah, I got it. Might have to be Fonzie for Halloween on live. I'll be Fonzie, or something. That's some high quality H2O. It is, yeah. Still cold. I'm glad you like the reference there, Stormbringer. It's good. Look like Potsy and Happy Days. Thanks, John. I think. Born the first month of 1990, so technically a millennial. Yeah, I was born in 1987. I'm not. I know I'm the definition of unk now, apparently, because I'm old. But I'm not that old. I'm nearly 40. I'm pretty well preserved. Pretty well preserved for nearly 40 years old. I reckon by the time I'm 50, I'll still look all right. Keep my fitness up. Keep the push-ups going, mate. Keep the push-ups going and that. Keep a good diet. Keep my fitness. Give up this damn smoking would be a good step in the right direction too. I'm a lot more articulate this morning. I ran out of a bit of the happy cabbage yesterday, guys. As you know, I like to chill out and wind down on that. But as you can see now, I can sit here and without it, I'm flowing along quite happily. So I think we might have to give. I got pretty low on the happy cabbage, but I think it's when I want to focus on getting into motorbike racing and all that. I think I need to make sure I clean things up now and refocus and. I am a straight man, mate. I am a straight man. What else we got? Captain Insano shows no mercy. Oh, it's great. The old yeah. All the old. I hope you like what I did to your lawnmower. He's like boosting it on the ride on. And I liked how later in the movie they dialed it back down to be slow again. Yeah. The woman's the devil, Bobby. What was it? What part of the snake are we eating exactly? Well, Mr. Coach Klein, a snake don't really have parts, but if anything, I'd say it's his knee. I gotta rewatch that movie now, The Waterboy. I kind of, you get a bit much of Adam Sandler sometimes, right? Like playing that same kind of character. Like I definitely like the older stuff, but the amount of movies that get pumped out since I think he contracted to Netflix or something, and they started really pumping them out a bit too quick. I think. Born in 2009, mate, barely out of the womb. Whole big world ahead of you, eh? Oh no, I got a lot of things on my mind, brother. I struggle with deep, dark depression, got demons constantly playing with my mind. I feel that, John. Feel that. My best suggestion, John, would be a pen and paper, man. Most simple thing in the world. There's a connection between the human brain and actually writing something. So when you've got all that stuff in your mind at night, this is something I've struggled a lot with, right? just writing it down, like even if you're sitting here watching now, just start writing down like groceries, whatever it is, all the stuff, because whenever you want to think of something, it's like, man, I got all this stuff to do. But the moment you try and think of any of it, you're thinking of all of it, and you're trying to reprioritize it, you're trying to organize it, right? So if you put it on paper, none of it will be in your head anymore. So that would be my suggestion, man. So you know that the next time you overthink it, whatever, it's I'll add that to the book, and then you can like sleep like, well, okay, I know I've written it down, and it drops that anxiety that I'm going to forget to pay that bill, I'm going to forget to do that thing, or you know. So just every time you think of a task, you're thinking of 20 things, right? And this is where our heads fill up. The moment you write just any bit of paper, just write out the list of tasks to do and what you need to work at. And then you can write down paragraphs afterwards, like to yourself, right? Journal it down. Nobody's going to see it. You know, I need to do this and I need to prioritize this because. Or you can think about that and just write down your conclusions, right? But, you know, then it's just in a book. It's not, you can take everything in your mind that's keeping you up and you can outsource it over there on the table, you know. And it's, you know, a $2 school notebook and a pen. It's amazing the wonders that'll do, man. So that'd be my first suggestion, John, to clear up your head so you can get a good sleep, man, because sleep is the most important thing. So yeah, that'd be my best suggestion for you, dude. That's work. You know, I'm speaking from my own experience on that one. What do you call a dog with no legs? The answer: call him anything you want. He still won't come to you. He might roll. Hi, Rhino. How are you, mate? Do you think aliens are real and the government is hiding them? Yeah, probably, but who cares? I got, you know. What good is that? Why would I, you know, of all the things I could focus on in life, with, you know, we've got a very short time on Earth, right? The average human lifespan is 30,000 days, right? So I don't have time to worry about if the government's hiding aliens or something or whatever. You know, there's so many distractions, so many things you can look at, and like, how much time do you spend reading up on this or looking into other people's lives, right? This is all time that could be put into your own life, right? So that's what I try to focus on. You know, there's nothing wrong with a bit of video games or this or that or whatever you enjoy, you know, but the core focus is, you know, it's a tough world. Life gets harder as you get older. It doesn't get easier, right? So you need to get stronger. As we get older, the friends we've had our whole life like pass away, family members and stuff, like the painful struggles of life come later on, right? Your health declines and all these kind of things. So, you know, life gets harder the further you get into it. So you know, the government doesn't make food cheaper or things easier. Things always get harder and worse, right? We've seen that for decades with politics and all that, right? So the best thing you can do is take it upon yourself. You know, the world does have its problems. There's plenty you could blame the world for, right? There's plenty I could do. I could go, I can't afford a house because of the boomers, because whatever. But complaining about it isn't going to do anything for me, except make me justify that, oh, I'm complaining and this is why I'm failing at it, or this is why I'm not pursuing it, because it's not worth it, right? You got to kind of scrub all of that out of your head. You got to scrub all that out of your head, because otherwise you're just going to sit going, you know, you don't aim anywhere. Then you're going to fall for more distractions or drinking or whatever. That's the hole I went down when I felt all hope was lost. I turned to the bottle, and it didn't go well for me. You know, I spent 2.5 years sober, did a carnivore diet, and dropped 40 pounds in 4 months. So there we go. But yeah, a big thing for my depression is keeping sugar and carbohydrates very low as well. Captain Insane. I don't think I remember Captain Insane was here, wrestler. Stormbringer, he was in the movie The Water Boy. It was the wrestler that Bobby Boucher looked up to. He had all his sheets and all his posters on the wall, and he called up to be his water boy and got laughed at. Captain Insano shows no mercy. Oh, the Rio, okay. So I timed out the other accounts unit on that one. No, we don't do none of that. Be nice to people. Why is it so hard to be nice to people? Why can't we just have a nice, pleasant conversation on the internet? I look late 20s. I'll take that, mate. I'm 39, but I'll take late 20s. Thank you very much for that. You made my day. Calvin Harris's older brother. Moog Modular. Hello, Moog Modular. How are you, mate? August 10th, I'm 39. Nice, bro. Nice. Yeah, I'm a May baby. Yeah, I've done that before. Stormbringer had the nicotine patches. Yeah, I might go that way again. Yeah, it worked for me in the past. I quit smoking for a few weeks, like 10 years ago. Oh, geez, actually, no, how old was I then? Must be about 15 years ago that time, yeah. I was on the nicotine patches for a while. Yeah, Big Al, just ignore them, bro. They're just children trolls, bro. Like, just don't even bother replying to them. Just don't even just ignore it, mate. I'll just time them out and stuff. It's just we'll keep it on. Yeah, the more the less you feed them, the better. Hang on, your accent. You wouldn't happen to be Australian, would you, or maybe have Australian roots? I'm from New Zealand, John Deere, New Zealand, so near enough. It's a very similar accent. I've even had Australians in the chat be like, "Oh, great, an Australian streamer," and they think I'm Australian. So I'm never offended when people think I'm Australian. Mark, are you a human or subterranean alien lizard like Mark Zuckerberg? I don't know. Zuckerberg. I don't know, mate. I'm not sure. Could be. Could be. Maybe. I'm not sure. Got lots of veins in my arms. Usually when I'm working out, you can see the veins. I don't know. He's cold blooded. Get him. Get him. Feel better than real. Yeah, yeah. Been so long since I've seen Waterboy. Yeah. I'm thinking I need to rewatch the Waterboy in the coming days. I think it is on Netflix or something at the moment. I did see it on there at one point. He was great. My mother thought he was handsome because he resembled my dad in the slightest. Going to see Spider-Man 4 real 3D tomorrow, mate. Oh, is there a new Spider-Man movie out, Raw Dog? Yeah, that's a throwback Stormbringer. Yeah. I gave the troll a bit of credit the first time they made the reference as a joke. Um, yeah. Yeah, it's just yeah. Just Big Al, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it, man. It's the same troll on like 2 different accounts so far, just talking rubbish. Just ignore them. Horrified you as a kid, Stormbringer. Yep. We got some potheads in here, gelato all the way. Oh dear. Thought he was funny though. Yeah. It's funny the first time. After it keeps going on, it just becomes the same old. Oh no, not going to be raising my voice against that mountain. I focus on my own life, my own world, man. What I can control, I can't control anything on the other side of the world, man. I can't even affect the politics in my own nation, bro. Let alone global politics. So no, we don't do any politics or religion on the channel, please. Yep, that's it, Big Al. That's it, mate. Yeah, especially senators and things, right? Aliens are kind of a big deal, mate. Oh, maybe. I want to believe. Gotta lock in. Yeah, Big Al. Yeah, it's usually just Big Al. The best thing to think about with the trolls is it is just usually children, right? It's 14, it's 15-year-olds and stuff. They're just wasting their time. So you never get through to them. They just think it's funny. They're just like, "Hey." Yeah. So the way that I usually try and clear my head, I'll just go outside for a drive, find a quiet spot, and talk to God, and it helps. But it constantly chases me. Demons constantly chase me. Yeah, I feel you, John Deere. It's that all that pressure. So yeah, as I said, John, I'd really try and just write down on paper, man, what's in your head as far as like keeping up with tasks and stuff. And when you've got that list in the morning, then you can like work away at that, and that'll start creating evidence of like where you're heading in life and what you're building. I think it'll really help you out, man. You can outrun the demons a bit. You kind of turn around and face them to an extent, but you face them through building yourself, right? And just working at stuff and try to keep yourself a bit busier. Create evidence that you're moving forward in life, just with little tasks and stuff in your head. Get on top of things. Try to keep your environment better as good as you can. And, definitely quietens things down a bit. What name do I prefer going by? Oh, Mark. Marcus usually, yeah. Some people still call me Venom for my old YouTube name, but yeah, my name's Mark with a K. Yeah, Big L, I just ignore them, bro. Just ignore them as the best. The more you feed them, the more they keep coming back in. The more like that's what they want, right? They just want attention. That's all. So we'll just deny them the attention they so desperately crave. Uncle Malcolm, don't do politics, man. It's beyond my control, so it's irrelevant information to know, man. No, you're all right, Al. You're all right, mate. Yeah, it's just otherwise, the topic will go on and on. So yeah, just the best thing you can do, mate, is starve them of a reply. It's unfazed, right? Like, so I cop it all the time on here. It's just like, oh, okay. You just it takes down a lot of channels when people react the wrong way to the trolls. Unfortunately, there's a lot of really good people, but they I used to do it at first on here. I'd bite back at them sometimes, even though I knew they were just trolling. Sometimes I'd be like, hey man, that's a bit, I'd have a bit of a go at them, but. Go for it again. Maybe experiment with the flavoured lozenges. Yep, I'll screenshot that actually. That's a good bit of good. Oh, I nearly flipped the flipping phone off. What's our friend's first name? I don't think you ever told me. What friend's that, Storm? What friend are we talking about there? Yeah, Kurt, exactly. You don't need to ever apologise, guys. People apologise, like, sorry I haven't been in for a while, or sorry I said the wrong thing. It's like, no, we moved on from it. I'll just clarify it, and it's no worries. Wasn't able to discern the difference in dialect until a few years ago, but knew both Aussies and Kiwis were neighbouring countries with a lot of English roots. Yeah, the Australian accent, it can sound very similar, but the pitch will change up and down more. So, a New Zealander would say, I'll put another shrimp on the barbie. An Australian will go, put another shrimp on the barbie. It'll kind of go, yeah, didgeridoo, crocodile, koala, kangaroo, didgeridoo, we did that one, boomerang, crikey, crocodile, yeah, shrimp on a barbie, yes. So we do the odd bit of Aussie accent, but yeah, the New Zealand one is we talk more like a robot. It's more monotone. But it is a hard tell, man. There's some Australians I've seen on live and stuff, and I'm like, is that a Kiwi? Mountain, I'm just going to time you out here, bud, because I already asked you respectfully to not bring that kind of politics into my channel, mate. At least he left his Big Al. Oh, he's been getting timed out by the mods there, Big Al. I've got a great mod team here, man. I got the best mods on YouTube, I tell you. Yep, love Australians, and we see you guys as Mad Max services. Yeah. I like quite like the Mad Max movies, especially the older Mad Max movies are pretty interesting. I enjoy them, but I did like the Fury Road one. It's quite a good film. Put a task for my third end of the day. I'm guessing you changed second the day to make a task list for next day. I think I follow you there, Mandy, sort of. Yeah. Task lists are a game changer, man. Just the simple act of just writing all the stuff that's in your head, because otherwise, if you got 10 things to do and you're just trying to carry it in your head, every time you want to think of, what am I doing next? It's like everything, right? Whereas if it's on just a bit of paper written out, you just know it's there and just, what have I got to do? And it's a list that you can just like visually see makes a huge difference. Like you'll achieve 5 times more in a day with a task list in front of you. So when you come back, you cross off a task. It's like, what's next? You can put rewards in there too. You can put in 20 minutes of video gaming, or you can have some ice cream, or I don't know, whatever gets you going, whatever floats your goat. Okay, Mark. I'm John. G'day, John. Mark is Latin for warlike. Oh, I like that. That sounds good. Oh, we got a fair bit of. Yeah, Gabrielle. If any of that stuff continues with the Big Al jokes, just hide them, mate. Just hide them off the channel because they're just going to keep coming back. It's the same person coming back on multiple accounts, so just start hiding out the accounts. It's all good. Thank you for taking out the trash. Shout out to the mods for dealing with the trash. Couldn't pass up the opportunity to psychologically expose them. Yeah, Big Al, I hear you, but they expose themselves the moment they talk. But yeah, it's exactly how I'd clap back at them in that. Sometimes I'll give them a cheeky bit of a nudge, mate. Can we get the likes up, guys? We got to over 20 people. We got 20 people in here. So if you haven't hit the like yet, please do. Just a couple of pokes in the eye. That's all you got to do. Costs you nothing. Helps out a channel that's trying to help people. I would appreciate it if we can get to 50 likes. Can we get 50 likes real quick? What do you reckon? A couple of pokes here. I don't usually ask, but I've got to try to grow the channel. Got to help more people. Now that you mention it's a good way to tell them apart. Yes. Tasmanian accent is different too, of course. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to distinguish a Tasmanian accent. It wasn't Tasmanian Devil, was just blah, 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 you know? Or is that's more Donny from the Wild Thornberries? I always enjoyed the Wild Thornberries, old Donny. It's very similar to me. I think the accent's different, doesn't mean bad. Yeah. Some people are like, I can't understand you, but you liked all the Mad Max movies? Yeah. Another Aussie film I enjoyed, what the heck was it called? Running on Empty. If you look up the film, Australian movie, it's from the 80s, and it's an Australian, like, comedy drama about drag racing in the 70s out of Australia. It's not a documentary or anything, but it's called Running on Empty. Look up that movie, Running on Empty. It's a fantastic old Aussie 80s drag racing film. It's pretty, got that cringy kind of thing to it as well. But yeah, it's a real good movie, that. Green is nice. Do you remember where I'm from? Somewhere, Elric. Rico, where are you? Shit, I did know. I might get that wrong. It wasn't Tennessee, was it? I'm scared now. I might have it wrong, mate. I tried. At the end of each day, the last task I do is write a task list for the next day. That's it, Mandy. How's that working out for you, Mandy? How are you finding it's like serving you and helping you? Yo, brain rot. Hello. It's interesting. You even dedicated your name to being brain rot. That's concerning. I was going for a bit of a hoon there. Always hit the like right away. Thank you, Stormbringer. Much appreciated, mate. Yeah, we're getting closer to the 50 likes. We'll see if we get it this evening. You should all have come to my house a few days ago. I bought KFC for me and all the people I live with. Oh, you're trying to make everybody hungry and jealous there, mate. Where am I from? KO6, New Zealand, mate. New Zealand. I can do the Texas accent. I wouldn't know how to do Arizona. I have to figure out the difference between a Texas accent and somewhere from Arizona. It's Anthony Hopkins. No, Anthony Hopkins would be World's Fastest Indian, if you're talking about the movie I mentioned. Yeah, the movie I'm thinking of is called Running on Empty. It's an 80s movie out of Australia called Running on Empty, about like street drag racing. It's like a kind of a drama, action, comedy type, bit of a blend of everything. I'll give you a hint. All right, Stormbringer, I'll try. It's how the iconic song really goes. Oh, you're losing me now, Storm. I'll give you a hint. It's how that iconic song really goes. Oh, been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no name. Okay. My brain's wandering. The ADHD is kicking in now. Oh, we're back to the bada bing. Why have I heard bada bing beforehand? I heard that earlier today somewhere. We were talking about that. From Jersey. From New Jersey. Well, welcome to you from New Jersey. From here in New Zealand. It's great to have you here. It's good to have some friends from Jersey. If I ever need to make a phone call, I call up my friends in Jersey. Just got to get the charger going, guys. We dropped down to a 5% battery there. So we're just going to... Hang on. Okay. Alright, everybody hold still. If you're new here, this only hurts the first time, alright? Everybody else is used to it. Hang on, I've got to get... get there to get this charger in. There we go. That's not so bad, was it? Sopranos references, yeah. Need a car with good boot space and all that kind of thing. Yeah, what iconic song is about Jersey? Try giving you a hint by typing the Sopranos opening theme, but I guess it was automatically censored. Yeah, I don't know, with YouTube. I don't know, it blocks out some things. Sometimes I put all comments on, I lose the whole chat, so I'm usually pretty hesitant to do it. I missed that New Zealand soda, what's it called? I don't know, man. I wouldn't be able to... Ooh, there's a New Zealand... there's V Energy if it's in New Zealand, but I don't know what would be overseas as far as New Zealand sodas. Make sure the phone's propped up properly. We're nearly at 50 likes. I got 48 likes on mine. If anybody hasn't hit the like button yet, you enjoy the content and all, you've been here a minute or something, do hit the like button for me. I haven't heard of that one, Raw Dog. Yeah, LMP. We got LMP in New Zealand. Oh, it's been a while since I've had some LMP. That could be the go. Sounds like a good plan. Older your phone is, the faster battery drops. Oh, I've just been on it all day. Like with my phone, it's a nice new one. I upgraded my phone for YouTube because the video quality on my old one was a bit crap, and I dropped it. I dropped one phone on live and destroyed it while I was filming some digger work once. I broke one. So no, I upgrade. I tend to upgrade phone about every like 5 to 7 years. So I'll go the flagship top one, and then I'll just run that into the ground until it's basically can't keep up anymore, and then I'll upgrade it. I've gotten pretty good at not dropping them now. I used to always... My bad habit was, me and Celtic were talking about this, one of my mods, that he does what I used to do, which is you leave your phone on your lap in the car, you hop in, you're doing something or whatever, you text somebody at the lights, whatever, and then you hop out of the vehicle and you've left your phone on your lap. That's what's really good to have a car, like phone holder. It stopped, you always have it in its dock. Does really help. Lots of songs about Jersey from Bruce Springsteen, Bon Jovi, George R. Martin is from here. The light bulb was invented here. Interesting. The light bulb was invented in Jersey, apparently. But yeah, the phone I've been on... I've been using my phone all day, so it's done pretty good to keep up. We started the stream at, I think, like 22% battery. So for an hour and 43 minutes, use 17% battery. It's not too bad. It's got a very big battery in this. It's the new S26, so it's got a decent sized battery in it. You'd love it here. We're just far enough outside of New York City and Newark to have fun outdoors down the shore. Down the shore for sure. Okay. The light bulb was invented in Menlo Park, okay? Bring my son to Menlo Park more often. Okay, interesting. I'm trying to think what New Zealand inventions there were that the Australians didn't try claim were theirs. I know there was a big argument over the pavlova dessert. So who originated that? But yeah, New Zealand tends to punch above its weight, mostly in motorsport, right? Motorsport and just sports in general. It's just, I don't know. So I think it's just the never give up. It's the Kiwi attitude. It's the never give up mentality. A country of 5 million people, we do pretty good. We've got Scott Dixon over in the Indy cars has been dominating a long time. Now we got old Shane Van Gisbergen over there. Yeah. What's the dessert called? A pavlova. 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 It's like a... how do you describe pavlova? It's almost like a cake that's like a giant marshmallow inside with a crusty outside. It's almost like a whole cake, like a s'more, like a fire roasted marshmallow almost. Be the best way to describe it. And then you put kiwi fruit on it or something. Not tomatoes, strawberries. I'm having a brain fart. My brain must be getting tired tonight. We still haven't hit 50 likes, folks. What's going on? We got 17 people here. If you haven't hit the like, please do. A couple of pokes on the head. That's all you got to do. A couple of taps anywhere above the chat. There's one. We've got 49, it says on my end, but that usually means 50 on your end. A meringue, yes. Have pavlova before yet? I like a trifle dessert, not tripe like that kind of thing. A trifle dessert, whether it's like the multiple layered. I can't remember what's in it, but it's got like jelly and all sorts, and you put marshmallows in it and all sorts. Yeah, good trifle bloomin' stack of in a big glass bowl. I don't know if that's a thing in American stuff. It is in New Zealand, Australia. I ate a bunch of kiwi fruit this week. Loving it. Yeah, I could do with some kiwi fruit at the moment. We got some avocados at the moment. They're back in season and cheap, so we got some avocados again. Jello salad. Oh, I did always have a penchant for jelly and ice cream when I was younger. I always liked good jelly. Jello, as you guys call it. You guys call it Jello. Jello. In New Zealand, it's jelly. Passion fruit on top. Oh, this is getting a bit decadent there, Claire. We're talking about food now, guys. We've gone down the food rabbit hole. And start making everybody hungry. This is a problem with having a 40% American viewing audience. We end up just talking about bloody food. Yeah. Lava cake for me. Oh, good lava cake. Yeah, mate. I've been so good. I've had a tub of ice cream. There's a tub of ice cream sitting in the freezer for about 2 months now, 3 months. Twice I've bought custard with the intention of having it hot custard with ice cream, right? And the first bowl of custard, I just had like half the custard. The second bowl of custard sat in the fridge so long that it went off, and the ice cream hasn't been touched. Now I've got access to ice cream. I've done. Yeah, it just hasn't happened. But hey, I know it's there. You hate bread pudding. The only time I've heard of bread pudding was when Jordan Peterson mentioned it. He was talking about when he was on carnivore diet. The thing he struggled with most was he loved bread pudding. He said he wanted to go Fantastic Mr. Fox on bread pudding. It's the only time I've heard of bread pudding. $47 US for a 4-pack of LP soda here in the States. Damn, man, I should start sending pallets over. Might get in trouble with the Coca-Cola's international distribution system. I don't think it would go well legally, but the LMP soda is a lemon and pyro, mate. It's a New Zealand drink from a town called Pyro. Yeah, it's like a... I don't know. It's a Coca-Cola brand product, right? It's got a different taste to it. It's hard to describe lemon and pyro. I'd say it's lemon maybe with a hint of ginger or something like that. It's just a different taste to it. I don't know what they put in it, mate. Excellent soda, yes. So yeah, if you ever come to New Zealand, you have to go to Pyro to go see the big LMP bottle. Yep. We lost a like. Oh, we had 50. Somebody took one away. If you haven't hit the like yet, please do. I try not to ask, but lately, the last few days, the likes have been low. So, I want to, we usually get 70, 80, 100 likes. It's been a bit slow lately. So, if you want to show some love. Try like birch beer. You ever try that? No, I haven't tried any of that. No, beer-wise, I usually just went for the name brands. I tried some like craft beers and stuff. People are like, oh, try this. Is this fancy, whatever? And it was just, I found them to be very bitter. But I can't have too much opinion on that kind of stuff really, because with autism I have like a very weird palate, very to bitter taste and stuff. I'm very it doesn't take much bitterness for me to be like, oh no, I'm not drinking that. There's nothing worse than a bloomin' warm beer. Birch beer is like a Canadian soda, non-alcoholic. Okay. There's a lot of stuff like that we just don't get over here, right? I tried a Twinkie about 6 months ago. They had Twinkies at a local store in New Zealand. That was all right. They were very mushy. The Twinkie was very like, and it was just like it just melted in your mouth, and not in like a good way. Like it was all right, but the outside was just a bit squishy. Hey mate, Mitchell, great to see you again, Mitchell. How you going, man? No fermentation whatsoever. Oh, okay, cool. Daniel Berry, great to see you again, mate. How are you? Hope you're well. Like pine soda, juniper berries. Oh, I don't know. We're getting down a deep rabbit hole here of all kinds of stuff. Apparently, I need to get genuine Canadian maple syrup. I need to find some proper maple syrup in New Zealand, not the maple flavoured syrup for pancakes. They're poking fun at you, Mark, with the likes and unlikes. Oh, I know, Lightwood. How dare they? How dare they? Oh, well. Can't win them all. Can't win them all, Lightwood, right? Good, bro. How are you? Yeah, doing all right, man. Doing all right. I've been staring at a new truck I want all day and on the phone trying to work some deals, trying to maybe sell that truck I've been repainting, the Toyota Dyna. I'm contemplating rehoming it and getting something else, but the one I want is better, but it needs basically work done on it. It needs a lot more work than the Dyna. It needs a windscreen. It needs to be made road legal, some other bits and pieces. So I'm weighing that up. Newly subscribed from Toronto, Canada. Another Canadian. Fantastic. Newly subscribed from Toronto, Canada. I like the vibes here and looking forward to future streams too. Appreciate that, Miso. Thank you, mate. You were here the other day, right, Miso? You were here, I think I was wrapping up the stream a bit the other day. Space is always at a premium. What is it, bro? It's another same kind of thing, like a Toyota Dyna, bro, but it's a 4-wheel drive version. But yeah, I won't say too much about it. I don't want to speak too much about it before it's come to fruition. So I'll see what happens on that one. We'll see how we get on. Hey man, Radiohead fan, good to see you again, mate. My Radiohead fan might be the man to get us to 50 likes. There you go. If you haven't hit the like button, guys, please do. I'm trying. Oh, I've got 49 likes on mine. Oh no, 48. No, all right. I'm going blind. Yeah. Oh, it's a space we just hang out here, Samuel. Let's just hang out and chat and good vibes only, man. Positive vibes. Aiming up in life. That's what this channel's for. Oh, there we go. Now I've got 50 likes on mine. Yeah, we made it, folks. Thank you very much. Oh, how's our poll doing here? What do we got? 56 votes. I don't even know why I'm on YouTube right now, leading the way at 45%. 20% I'm just looking for brain rot, bro. 16% I'll hang and listen and learn. And 20% I'll talk about it. Yes, we got the 50 likes. Yeah, and we had hit 2,000 subscribers the other day, guys. So it's very exciting. Infamous, I told you not to. Infamous. We talked about this. You need to focus on your own stuff in life. I greatly appreciate it, mate. But please don't feel you have to give to me, mate. I greatly appreciate it, bro. But I know you're trying to go through some stuff and scrape up money at the moment. So don't you worry about me, bro. I really appreciate it, though. I really appreciate the gifted memberships there. I just feel a bit bad, Infamous. I want to make sure you're doing all right, mate. Stormbringer got one. Babs Bassler got one. Anne Schlag got one. Autumn Hicks and Michelle Brooks Rogers got memberships there. There you go, Stormbringer. You've landed yourself a membership there. Infamous looking after you. Yep. So Stormbringer, if you check just where you type there, if you click the smiley emoji, you got member emojis there of the dogs and jar of pickles and stuff like that. That's what was requested by the audience. That's it, brother. I love supporting you and community. Thank you very much, Infamous. Yeah, please do stop there, bro. Please do stop there. I want to make sure you're looking after yourself, man. That's what matters to me. If people are ever going to donate and stuff, I do always appreciate it, but please make sure you're not going to need the money next week or something, right? Make sure you're in a good position yourselves and you can afford it, There's no obligation here. I try to do everything for free, but every bit of support does help. But yeah, I just want to make sure everybody's all right. Gold member. I like gold. Yes, I've been meaning to watch the old Austin Powers movies again for quite a while. I'm just gonna screenshot that from Infamous, guys. I just wanna. Hang on. There we go. I think I got it. Oh, not quite. I need to get the bit where it says Infamous on there. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I think I got it now, guys. But yeah, thank you very much for that, Infamous. It's much appreciated, man. It keeps everything running. The donos and memberships and all that are looking good for a whole heap of new equipment for the channel. And Heavy D's been giving a lot of support as well to we're looking at getting. It looks like we're going motorbike racing. That's the plan. I fired up the race bike yesterday. I'm going to start prepping that. We're gonna go motorbike racing, guys. So that's looks like what's happening. Watching Lord of the Rings right now, by the way. I still haven't seen it at all, Modern. Is it on Disney or Netflix at the moment? I think it might be about time I have to watch Lord of the Rings. I'm probably the only person in New Zealand at this point who hasn't. Let down was okay, computer. More of an amnesiac kind of guy. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You guys are having a good chat there. I like it how you guys see it talking about music and stuff. It helps Radiohead fans go on his name, you know. He always, he gets the chat he wants because it's in his name, right? You haven't watched it either, Mitchell? Your card got flagged because you tried to match heavy. Oh no, Kurt. Oh, I appreciate the thought, Kurt. I appreciate that. Yeah, my card got my that happened with my card a couple of months ago. I'm trying to remember if it was Cap Card or something. No, it was there was I think it was an app called Live, and it was like a mental health therapy type app, whatever. And I was like, oh, I'll give that a go for a month or whatever. And I think they tried to charge me for it, and my bank literally immediately blocked the payment and shut off my bank card. And I literally, I had to respond in the banking app within like an hour that it was me and legitimate. But in the end, I had to call the bank the next day. My card got declined somewhere. I'm sitting out at the shops, like, oh, what's going on? Oh, well, we've put a freeze on your account. I'm like, it's a service I signed up for on an app. And yeah, they locked me out of my account. So I said to them, I said, can you not do that in future? Like, you know, like I'm trying to just go about stuff. I buy stuff overseas all the time. I said, what was the reason it got blocked? Oh, sometimes it's because other people have complained or this or that. And I was just like, oh, like, yeah. Don't watch Rings of Power, okay? Why not? Why don't I watch that? Tell me more. Oh my god, watch it. It's probably one of the best cinematic experiences. I'm sorry. I listened to the King of Limbs for the first time a few years ago. Still one of the most genuinely amazing bands around. All right, I've got to hang on. Oh, my hand's healing up. I ripped all my hand open on the blooming the pull-up bar had a sharp bit on the top, like a bit of weld or something. I ripped all my hand open last week. But it's doing all right. It's healing up. It's coming all right. Always injuring myself. Typical. Can we get to 60 likes, guys? What do you reckon? We got 18 people here. If you haven't hit the like yet, please do. We'll try and up that like rate. Where it must be. I guess what do we say now? We hit 2. Reconnecting. There we go. Yeah, we had 2,000 subs now, so I'm excited. So we're on the road to the 3,000 now. But you know, my end goal is at least 100,000 subs. I want that goal. I want the silver, you know, YouTube plaque on the wall. I need one of those. That'll make me feel accomplished. We'll get there. I'm just, you know, there's ways you can get up. I saw another streamer who was about the same kind of level I was. When I was like 1,500 subs, he was 1,800 subs, and I watched him buy paid promotion for his content, and he blew up. He's right now he's over 38,000 subscribers. Like he literally did a live stream where he was like celebrating. Oh, we hit 5,000 subs, guys. And 4 days later, he was like, guys, we've hit 20,000 subs because he bought all that paid promotion. But like, it hasn't done anything for his live streams or his content. I hadn't checked in on him for weeks since that all happened. I sort of stopped watching him after that, where he was just going to buy his way in to get subs. And his live streams are no different. You know, it's the same amount of viewers. It's 20 likes a stream. So, you know, I think it's better if you earn it and you do it organic and grind the hard way. So I would say that to any creators is I watched this dude go from 1,500 subs to he's like 38,000 subs in 2 months without really doing anything different or any, you know, he holds 10 viewers per live and stuff. And like, nothing against the guy or anything. I'm just saying, like, buying your way up and essentially buying subs because it'll heavily promote whatever. You pick a short or something and it'll heavily promote it and use it as an ad on YouTube. So it's easy to get people to sub, but getting people to actually watch you, you know, you don't want to have a whole heap of subscribers who never watch you, right? Just bot subs. Yeah, then they're not so much bot subs. You can buy bot subs, but promotion through YouTube. Essentially, if you go, oh, I want to spend $100, and they're like, we'll give you 5,000 subs for this, and they'll just keep pumping views at it until it gets what it wants, you know, until it gets what it wants, right? That's essentially it. Officially down 50. What? My bro. Damn, bro. I'm going to pin that up for you. Infamous. That's fantastic, man. What do you think? I got a question there, Infamous. What do you think changed for you with that, man? What do you think shifted for you to drop that weight, for you to commit to that? What changed in your life or your path? If you don't mind talking about it, I think it'd be a great thing for other people, you know. I've got 40 more pounds for you, Infamous. Like, what best thing I'd suggest, it sucks. It's hard to do, but you know, you go a full ketogenic diet like carnivore. You keep your carbs under 50 grams a day, weight will fall off. You'll lose 2 pounds a day on a carnivore diet. And then you can just like add on to it again, you know, after that. Rhino, you told that joke before, mate. You already been here, mate. You already been through with that one, Rhino. I read it out for you and everything. Yeah, I know, Radiohead, I know. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. I have cut back a lot. And I gave up vaping. I was going through like 2 full tanks of 50 milligram vapes a day plus the smoking. So I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm getting there. But we were talking earlier about some nicotine patches thing. I need to call up the quit line for smoking, and then they'll supply like nicotine patches and stuff. So yeah, I'll give them a call. All right, I'll give them a call. Fine, I will appease the audience. Why do hippies like corduroy? Because it's groovy, yeah? Groovy. All right, thanks for that. Never stop eating fruits and veggies no matter what. Yeah, well, yeah, I eat fruit, but I don't have veggies, man. I've basically not eaten veggies for about 20 years now. 15, 20 years, something like that. Like, I never cook up veggies. I firmly believe they're toxic to humans. But I do have a penchant for pickles, you know. So I do have a little bit, but yeah, I won't do like steamed beans and corn or any of that. Yeah, I always stayed away from all that stuff. Oh, Men of Action is on. That's good. My man Dennis, my main man D-Bird. I'm usually catching D-Bird after his workouts now, right? And it's there for the workout. It's kind of, he doesn't want it modded too much, and like the chaos kind of unfolds. Usually the other mods are there, so I try and join them later for the chats and stuff and get involved in the chat. And I think pickles are a fruit. I don't think so. I don't think pickles are a fruit, are they? Infamous talking about the pinned comment there about dropping the weight. Me and my ex broke up. I was going to lose my scholarship, but I just wanted more, man. I didn't want to give up. Lost like 30 pounds and then started watching your content. Then I started work. Fantastic, Infamous, man. Just day by day, right? Like you see the progress over time. It kind of comes in waves, right? Like sometimes it's a real hard slog and you're not seeing much progress, or even you're seeing progress and you're still just like struggling through, man. But yeah, it's just that day by day. Was it easier than you thought, Infamous, by just like some mental reframing? What do you think has helped you the most, man? With like things we've discussed, what have been like some takeaway sentences, statements from me that have helped you? I'm always curious, you know, what has resonated the most with people or helped people, you know? Pickles are cucumbers. Well, apparently pickles aren't cucumbers. I was looking into this recently, and they were like, "Oh no, if you pickle a cucumber, they're much bigger. A pickle is a cucumber is a lot less bitter. A cucumber is like a sweet skin, whereas a pickle is bitter, apparently. But I haven't looked into it enough. I applied after watching your streams about you. Your 5 extra minutes a day resonated with me so deeply. And I just applied to like 30 jobs, started doing 20 squats and 20 push ups. And now you've run out of characters, but we'll wait for the continuation of that one. Appreciate it, Infamous, man. It's always good to hear, man. I appreciate you opening up about it. Hopefully it helps some other people in that. But yeah, it's that when you're burnt out, it's like, oh yeah, spend 5 more minutes at the thing, or when you don't feel like doing something, just put 5 or 10 minutes at it. But yeah, the extra 5 minutes at the end of the day, right? Like I go to walk out of the garage, it's like, oh, I'll just clean up the mess tomorrow, you know, after I'm done. Oh, I'll just come back to it, you know. If I push myself through that last 5 or 10 minutes and just leave the space a bit more sorted, that little bit of extra effort, right? It makes you feel a lot more accomplished. It makes you feel like you've pushed through, you know. X solved. I don't know. I don't see anybody called X solved there. I don't have all comments on those, so I don't see anybody called X solved. Cucumbers are raw pickles. Grandparents used to make them and can them. Okay, all right. Thank you, Lightwood. Thank you for the clarification. You started with what was it? It was I'll just double check there. Started doing 20 squats, 20 push-ups. Now 50 each before I go to bed now, but what really helped me was watching your gym streams and realizing I don't have to do all 20 at once, but with breaks and not making myself feel inadequate. Yeah, man. You versus you, Infamous. Yeah. We're back to that in 2 days, man. August 1. August 1, we're starting the push-ups again because I've got to build up for September. So in September, most of you guys will know, but in September I'm doing 739 push-ups every day in September for the New Zealand Prostate Cancer Foundation. So I did a push-up challenge for them last year. I did a minimum of 200 push-ups a day for September. In the last year since I did that, 739 New Zealand men were lost to prostate cancer. So I'm going to do one push-up every day for each of them, and yep. So yeah, welcome to do what you can, guys. If you want to join in for push-ups, I usually just do 10 at a time and then like a 1 minute rest and 10 at a time. Some of them I'll be in the garage working on cars, and I think I'm just gonna as well do it where it's like I'm working in the garage and between carrying a bin of something or doing something, I'll just drop and do 5 push-ups or 10. I think we might do that rather than like a dedicated morning 350 push-ups and an evening like 389 push-ups. I think I'll just flow them throughout my day, a lot of it. But I'd say we'll do a morning session where it's like 300-400 push-ups, and then the rest will just be like throughout the day and stuff. I do want to retain these evening chats in their slot, right? So I'll fit it all in. We'll make it work. Got the kangaroo accent. Close, mate. I'm from New Zealand. Good to meet you, Dope. How are you, mate? My name's Mark from New Zealand. How are you, my friend? Oh, yeah, mate. You're the man. You're fostering a wonderful community of growth and support. Thank you. And for myself, that's what I do it all for, man. It all comes down to like I didn't want to be here like this doing this. I'm really like I get a lot of anxiety and stuff about it. I do. It's got better, right? But when I first got on here, it's all about beyond myself. It's about like where I came from with depression and that, and I don't want anybody to feel this way. And I couldn't really find channels that were really helping that much. I found some now that are great people in that. But it was D-Bird, Men of Action, who inspired me to start my own channel and try to serve other people more. And I'd always wanted to do something like that, but it was realizing that it was bigger than myself to do this that made me commit to it. It's just like the push-up challenge for cancer. It's not something I've been affected by, but if they can go through that, the least I can do is some push-ups each day. 739 push-ups a day versus what those men are going through on a daily basis. 739 push-ups is nothing, but it's what I can do for the cause, Watch any sports? I've watched a little bit of highlights here or there from like MotoGP or something. Might watch a little bit of something. But yeah, I'm more into doing it. Like when I go to a racetrack, I can't go to a racetrack event and watch it. All I want to do is be on track doing it. All I want to do is be out there. So I'm always been more of a doer with stuff like that. Like when I see something like that happening, it's like, oh, I want to go watch more of this. It's like, no, I want to be out there doing it. It's always been my way. We are doing that. We're getting to motorbike racing. So I did a whole heap of track days, and then I gave up taking my bike to the track about probably nearly 4 years ago. So we're building up to that now, and Heavy D sounds like he's rounding up some support so we can go racing. That's what we're talking about yesterday. So we'll see how we get on with all that. See how things progress. Homebrew time, all right, Greg. Yeah, enjoy yourself, mate. Don't go too hard on it, but yeah, if you've had a good day, mate, yeah. How long does it take to do that, mate? Beginning to end on homebrew and stuff. What do you enjoy about the homebrew? Is it like you can make unique flavors and stuff? I'd be very interested. Had many mongoose racing bikes. I remember my first BMX was a mongoose. But yeah, I do motorcycles, man. Motorcycles is my jam these days. It started off with skateboards and BMX and all that, and then I never kind of grew up. The toys just got bigger and more expensive. Mongoose were the best. They were, mate, back in the day. Remember my friend actually I talked to him recently. He still got it. Back when we were 15 or 16. He got a Dave Mirra BMX, the Dave Mirra version of the Haro. It was like a black Haro bike. He still got it. He's like, oh yeah, my kids will end up riding it in a few years, So it was good. I hadn't heard from him in about 20 years. I caught up with him recently. He's got married, kid, and that. And he's like, no, I still got the old BMX in the corner, mate. And I was like, all right, well, if you ever air up the tires, we'll go through a jam. I'll bust out my BMX. What's up from Victoria? G'day, Florida man. How are you, mate? Yeah, going well here. Diamondback. Yeah, I've got a We the People now. It took me about 20 years to get one. As a kid, I always had real cheap BMXs and stuff. I never had anything fancy really. Used to work my ass off and wash cars around the neighbourhood, mow lawns, weed out gardens and stuff for $5 at a time to get anything I wanted. That's how I said. My parents said that when I was like 13. They're like, "You want it? You're gonna have to go and earn it. Well, we'll help you a bit if you work your ass off. We'll chip in, $50 or something to top things off, but you need to go earn it." So that was drilled into me from a very young age. You want it, you got to go. Just put in the work. I think that's where my never give up mentality comes from. Is like, if you want it, you're gonna have to just grind until you get it. I think it's served me well these days. Have to share sheep tomorrow. About 4 weeks brewing beer, 60 litres of brew. Oh yeah, that'll keep you going through all the shearing season, eh? Bloody hard work. How much do the sheep weigh, man, that you're the shearing? How much does a sheep weigh typically? Because I've seen people just grab and fly around. Sure, the sheep goes out the door. It's like shit. But they look like they give you a good wrestle. Try the sheep certainly seem to want to fight back about it, but I guess if you handle them enough and just like commit to the movement with them, I suppose they're alright, eh? Bro is the goat. Thank you, mate. I am the goat. I am him, yes. No, I'm very, very, in reality, mate, I try and stay humble, mate. I'm just a human of earth. I'm just a normal ass person. I don't know. Mongoose can be expensive, but a used one can be as cheap as a Diamondback. Yeah, Diamondback's kind of got a bit of a bad reputation in New Zealand because the warehouse would sell them. It was the warehouse in New Zealand is like going into Walmart. It was just deemed like a very low grade bike. Like the old Diamondback bikes were really good, and then they seem to get cheaper. 29-inch Skyway. I haven't heard of those ones. What I always wanted is an Airstream. I don't know if they're aluminium or stainless or what, but those Airstream, those beautiful American, like riveted Airstream trailers, man. But I think there are some in New Zealand. I think I've seen them occasionally, but they're very expensive. Very expensive. I'm sorry, burping. I'm sorry. 5 likes away from 60 on the live. Yes, if you haven't hit the like yet, please do, guys. We'll try pump it up. We've had over 100 likes a few times, so we'll see. Aluminum. There's the see in New Zealand we would say aluminium, but Americans are like, "Hey, bro, you grab me a sheet of aluminum foil for my takeaway leftovers." I go to this Chinese restaurant. They get my leftovers. They get that aluminum foil, and they wrap it to look like a goose. Aluminum. Oh. Aluminium. The old Muppet Show, always a good laugh. The Muppet movies were quite good. I haven't watched those in a long time. I know we both understand what we're talking about. Yeah. The chat is a flood of green members. If any of you want to support the channel, do consider getting yourself a membership if you wish to. You get you get a pretty green name. You get some emojis in that as well. I tried to make it nice and cheap. It's like $5 New Zealand. I think it should be about like $3 US a month or something, but that's all to help just buy more equipment for the channel. We're going motorbike racing. We're going to need a lot of equipment to cover motorbike racing and stuff. I can't do it. I wish I could do the motorbike racing on board off the bike, but I've learned with YouTube and seen a lot of live streams. At the moment you start moving on a live, all the footage goes to crap. So there's really, in an ideal world, I would live stream directly off the bike, but it seems like YouTube doesn't like the camera movement walking around. So I don't know on that. There may be a way to do it, but you'd be trying to stream it from a racetrack, and you need a signal direct from the bike. What bike am I racing? 2008 CBR 1000. So it's a bit of an old one, right? We're not going for the national championship or anything, but we're gonna do some road races in New Zealand. It's kind of a small New Zealand version of the Isle of Man. Racing through a small town. The day after Christmas they do that one. But I don't know if it'll be this year or next, whatever. We'll see. We'll just see how it all progresses. I definitely need to get some seat time at the track again and make sure I'm building that up and all good to go. My Sunday, your Monday. I seen some monies. I'll say, oh, you don't have to worry about it, Kurt. You whatever, mate. Whatever works for you, bro. I always appreciate your support, mate. I appreciate the support from everyone. No, I won't have another cigarette. I was thinking about it. I'm going to be good. No cigarette. I'll be good. I'm going to behave myself, guys. Look, self-control. Look, nothing in my hands. Look, we're good. I'm going to sit here. I'll let the feeling pass, the urge for a cigarette. I'll let the feeling pass. Had a ZZR 600. That was quick enough. Yeah, I've ridden a couple of those. Yeah, they go all right, the ZZR 600. I have the ZZR 1200 for the street and ZX14. I blew up the ZX14, though. So we'll fix that eventually at some point. But I'm trying to get the ZZR 1200 back on the road at the moment. Greg, if you check my live from yesterday, it's the one with the motorbike thumbnail under my live tab. If you check that, I fired up the ZZR 1200 and I fired up the race bike as well. So we're trying to get the ball rolling on all that stuff again. Just have fun. Make sure you have good safety gear. Yeah. I got race leathers and stuff, but we've got a viewer who's going to help organise some new gear through Alpine Stars and stuff is in the works. So yeah, we got a heavy D's been talking about that. So we'll see what happens there. I'm pretty blimmin' excited. I don't have words for that really, but we'll see how we get on. He said send him a message on Instagram, so I've done that. So I suppose at some point I'll hear from him. No stress. I don't care what anybody thinks of leather as the best defense against road rash. I would wear the leather pants. Oh yeah, definitely, Storm. The textile stuff is good for like round town, but it does like all tear apart like the Cordura textile riding gear. It's very breathable. It's very good in that way, but it does just tear apart when you hit the ground. Jin Sakai, I'd say you want to focus on your own life, man. There's endless distractions in the world. Every week it's something about an island or this or that. There's always something, man. It's been this way for decades, right? And with social media and all that, it's all pumped in your face all the time like this, right? You know, how are you meant to function in the world and go about your life when your phone's going, yeah, all politics, oh, this is happening, that's happening. Oh my God, guys. Like you can't exist worrying about all these things, my friend. Just let it go. Focus on what you're doing with your own life. My old flatmate did that to me the first time I got stoned. I came home and he goes, "You're stoned." And of course, I'd never been stoned. And I was like, I was absolutely baked off my head, right? He said, hey, Mark, watch this. And he did this to me. He goes, I'm like, stop it. I don't like it. So you can do that to people if they're a first-time stoner. Just do this at them. Like that. Real close to their face and they'll be like, trip out. Highly entertaining. 1993, I bought a Yamaha FJ1100. That thing was bulletproof, air cooled. Yeah, beautiful, man. Yeah, old fella I used to live with back, like I was down in South Island when I was 21. He had an old XS1100 shaft drive. There is somebody who comes in the chat who has one now. I can't remember who it is now. My memory's fading. Remember the first 2 times I got stoned, it was like that. Yeah, the first time I ever got stoned was, I mean, we're talking I was like 23 or 24 or something. A mate of mine got these blunt papers, like blueberry blunt papers, and he rolled like a whole 50 bag into it. And it was me, him, and his missus. He's like, I'll go down to this park down the road, we'll have a smoke. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. His missus wasn't really in the mood. And of course, after a couple of puffs, he was kind of too stoned to regulate what I was doing. So his missus had a couple of puffs, and he had a puff here or there, and he's handing me, and I'm just like, oh yeah, bro, sweet. Went back and forth. And then we got to the end of it, and he was like, bro, how much of this did you have? And she's like, oh, I only had a couple of little puffs, and like, I've toped like more than half of this thing down. He's like, ooh. All right, well, we're going to walk home, bro. So me and my mates walking home, and we had to walk like 4 miles home. It was about 6 kilometers, right? We're walking down the footpath, and all I can see, it's like looking through one of those kaleidoscopes. All I can see is this far away is this, and the world's just going like this. And I'm trying to walk home, and it's like the neighborhood I grew up in, and like everything's familiar, and I can see the landmarks, but I'm trying to look like this. It was very, and everything was flashing like purple and white and blue, and yeah. It wasn't good, man. That honestly, yeah, it's never been like that since. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that again. But I didn't freak out or anything. I thought it was hilarious at the time, but That's how I knew what you were talking about. Yeah, the kaleidoscope. All I remember is essentially you're looking like it's like you're looking through a toilet paper tube or a paper towel tube, and everything around it's just flashing and sparkly and yeah, interesting. Had the same effect. Yeah. Lock on, homie. Focus on the real and what you can control, my guy. Do you the best. Yeah, Ric Flair. What's going on? Hang on, I missed something here. I can always feel when I'm noticeably happy. I know the big drop in mood is going to follow. Any advice? Don't over celebrate your wins, Rick. Like you can be proud of yourself for something going well and like you're happy about something, but like it sounds kind of crazy to say it, but don't over celebrate them too much. Because what happens if you got dopamine baseline, right? So when you're really happy, all these good things happen, you get a spike of dopamine, right? And it goes up, up, up. Whatever goes up must come down. So here's your dopamine baseline. If you spike it up, it doesn't just come down to baseline, it corrects the other way. So if you have a really good, amazing thing happen, everything's amazing, you have an amazing few days or whatever, that dopamine crash is going to be way below your normal dopamine. So you're going to be unmotivated, you're going to be like, and you're going to wonder why, right? So that's when we'll reach for, we'll kind of lay in bed and go for stimulants, right? We're trying to build up that dopamine. So that's why like people with ADHD and stuff are very susceptible to smoking and energy drinks and a lot of coffee and stuff. We're trying to bring that baseline up. So you don't over celebrate too much. You can be happy, you can feel good about it, but just don't be like, yeah, fuck, I'm doing awesome and like I'm gonna be amazing. Everything from here is gonna go on because like that dopamine crash is coming. That's the hardest thing to deal with, man. Is things going really well. It's like, yeah, this is amazing. It's like, well, why do I feel so shit 2 days later? And it's yeah. The other thing you can do is literally just get out for a walk or do some push-ups in the morning or something. That's what I do as well. I'll have a real big one. I need to make sure that the next day I'm going to wake up feeling like crap, and that's where I have to push through and like go for a walk, 10, 15 minutes, do some push-ups or something. Will really help you, bro. That'd be my opinion, man. And I mean, a few times I like taking breaks from weed, so when I do smoke, it's like a psychedelic. Yeah, I feel your Storm. Yeah. I'm doing a lot better today. I ran out of green yesterday. I haven't been having much lately, but you can tell like I'm not sitting here like, oh, okay, guys, I'm real tired. It's like I was zoning out too much. I don't like really being like that on here, to be honest. So it's good to wind down sometimes, but I think I'm gonna have a break from it for a while and see. I've done it before. I've had no weed for years at a time before. Just definitely feel a lot more clarity. Jesus ain't God, buddy. Wake up, Indigo. We weren't discussing any of that, mate. We don't do any of that in here. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Yes. Like tea and coffee, yep. Keeps us going. Greetings from South Wales, Kingdom. Hope life is treating you well, brother. Joking. Yes. Yes, mate. Going well, mate. How about yourself? Joe King. I like the name. I like that name, mate. Joe King. Joe King. It's good. It's a peak name right there. Greetings from South Wales, United Kingdom. Yeah, things are going well, man. The last few days I haven't been quite so chipper, you know what I mean? Been struggling a bit, but it's like I'm just moving forward regardless, right? Just a lot going on. Cheers, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Most welcome, Rick. Anytime, man. Anytime. Indigo, I'm going to give you a time out there, man. We don't do politics. We don't do religion here, bro. It's the only two real rules, right? We're just going to have a good conversation. If you want to discuss that stuff, there's plenty of channels do dedicate discussing religion, man. I'd suggest you swipe on till you find them. This is a self-improvement channel, man. This is a channel about building a life regardless of your beliefs or whatever, right? It's about supporting each other here, man. Fallen to that victim to that trap so many times, mate, where I did a whole bunch of work, got ahead, and then partied away all my success. Yep. The over celebration, right, Storm? Yep. Same story here, man. I definitely relate. Did it happen naturally? That's it. Yep. That was a good joke, Rick. Wow. I think we can all agree Wales has a really cool flag. It has a lion on it, doesn't it? Am I mistaken? The Wales flag, isn't that the one with the lion on it? I could be mistaken. Yeah, I gave him a wee time out there, and I should be all right now. You been to Australia? Oh, nice, mate. It's a dragon. Okay, it's a dragon. That's cool. Yeah, it was a good joke to be fair. Yeah, Joe. Usually we try and all be respectful to each other, but we got to give him a pass on that one. I think. I'm glad you appreciate the joke as well, there, Joe. It's fantastic, mate. Creedy, I'm just gonna permanently ban you, dude, because I gave you a timeout earlier. I told you stay on topic with the chat, and you're just always talking rubbish, man. So we're not interested in what you got to talk about there. Australia terrifies you. Yeah, I wouldn't live in Aussie with all the snakes and spiders and all that, because there's none of that in New Zealand, right? So all the things you've heard about Australia, like deadly animals, there's none of them in New Zealand. There's no crocodiles. There's no alligators in New Zealand. There's no crocodiles. There's no kangaroos. There's no koalas. There's no bears. There's no snakes. There's no deadly poisonous spiders. There's no mountain lions. There's deer. There's wild pigs. See, lots of possums. Yes, exactly. Yeah, they outnumber people. Fire ants. I don't think we have fire ants. No, not that I know of. Which country has the lion? It might be. Is it Scotland? I don't know. I don't want to keep guessing this flag game. Heard New Zealand has far less venomous insects. I didn't know there were nowhere to be found there. One of basically the most venomous thing in New Zealand is the daddy long-legged spider, right? And there's probably 10 of them in here. The thing is their fangs are too small to pierce human skin. If they could pierce human skin, they'd be highly deadly. But yeah. So daddy longlegs you kind of keep around the home, and they eat up all the little bugs and flies and mosquitoes and all that. So yeah, that's about it. You do have the whitetail spider that will like eat flesh. If it bites your leg and stuff, it can swell up and like eat flesh and stuff, but it won't injure typically. Pretty hard for that to happen. Father and siblings live in Australia and have married family in New Zealand. Oh, awesome, Jin. That's fantastic, mate. And where are you from again, Jin? I'm sorry if you already mentioned it. Your chocolate is crap. Tim Tams are knockoff penguin bars. Yeah, I haven't been too much of a fan of penguin bars. I do like Whittaker's chocolate though, mate. Whittaker's chocolate, like all the Cadbury stuff, they have all canola oil. The Cadbury chocolate these days is horrible, man. You know they don't use real cocoa anymore, do they? No, it's Cadbury now use a lab grown chocolate essentially, like lab made flavored. It hasn't even got chocolate in it now apparently. Hasn't even got real. Yeah, I had Cadbury a little while ago. It was just like oily. It was like having greasy fish and chips, but as chocolate. Yeah, Whittaker's, mate. Kurt says hi, Susie. Hello, love. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing on that truck, love. I don't know. I was thinking about it, but it's shorter tray in that. It's got 4-wheel drive. I don't know. We're going to talk about it later. We'll discuss it. Joel says the USA wrecked Cadbury. Was it USA bought out Cadbury or something? I thought it was Australians or something bought it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Aussie brought it and then USA.
Oh, okay. A massive problem with false widows in South Wales. They're everywhere. Oh, yeah. Kind of blessed with that in New Zealand, really. Cadbury is from England. I thought Cadbury was originally New Zealand. As far as I know. That's what I thought. Because I know the main New Zealand Cadbury factory was in, I think, is it Dunedin, Christchurch? I can't remember now. Got 25 people in here. How are we all going? Oh, we got 60 likes now. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. We got 25 people here. If you're new, you can say hello. My name's Mark. I'm from New Zealand. We do a self-improvement channel, focus on your life channel. Just good positive vibes, chat, talk about your goals and whatever, or just hang out, whatever. We just keep it a positive chat, away from all the negativity of the world, negative people, all that kind of thing. Keep it good. Keep it pleasant. Cadbury is definitely not American. We get it from England. Yeah, I thought it was originally a New Zealand product. That I thought the English or the Aussies bought it out. Yeah, I'm not sure. No, Whittaker's chocolate is the one to get. It's definitely worth paying more for if you can get Whittaker's chocolate. It's a million times better, in my opinion. Hope work went well, Lady Susie, says Kurt. Yeah, it's been a bit more stressful lately. She's had a bit more responsibility put on her lately at work, but that's all right. She's handling it. She's a big girl. She's got it all sorted. She's she's got, been self-doubting herself as well with it. Yeah, a bit of a promotion and that. So things are going very well, but she's overwhelmed. Well, that's all I'll sort of go into about it. But yeah, she's overwhelmed. It's a lot more responsibility and stuff, but she can do it. She's doing it. She's doing the thing. She looks like she's it's taking its toll a wee bit. She's doing, in a good way. In a good way. You definitely come through the door a bit more like. Usually you come in, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, had a good day at work. And now you come in the door like, yep, I made it through another day at work. So it's just all very new over the last couple of days. Big promotion. I don't know, joking. I wasn't aware there was any kind of World Cup happening, mate. No, I don't follow any sports. Gabriel is definitely not American. We get it from England. Yeah. I'm not sure. There was history there. I thought originally as a kid it was a New Zealand product or something. No. Lightwood says, so Susie, hopefully lots of money and a few more responsibilities. No. Let's put it this way. She went from normal employee to second in charge, right, of the business, right? Management, top manager, right? From normal, whatever. I don't disclose her work in that, right? And they put her up $1 an hour, and they're like, "Oh, we'll review it in 2 or 3 months." And this is like her phone rings at any time now. It's almost like she's on call with all the rostering and all the stuff to handle. And they've put her up $1 New Zealand an hour. We're talking about a 50 cent US an hour increase. I am on the verge of possibly having words with her employer at some point, but we'll see how it goes. But I feel like it's a situation I might need to step into and have a word at some point there. The amount of extra responsibility and strain, it's a great learning experience for her. It's giving her a lot as well, but it's certainly worth, I think, a bit more than an extra 50 cents US an hour to go from all this responsibility and the phone rings at any time and all the extra stuff put on. So, yeah. I don't discuss Susie's work too much. It's a bit of her personal life and that, so you know what I mean. YouTube and all. Yeah, that's why I was saying to her, Curtis, it needs to become a salary rather than an hourly rate. So she had to go in there today. She wasn't working until this evening, and she had to go in there this morning to handle something that was happening at work and meet with some people on that. And I was like, well, make sure you jot down your hours, mate. You're not doing it for free. So she did. But yeah. Yeah, like what? Yeah, it's a hard one. There wasn't really anybody else capable and prepared at the workplace to step into the role. So Susie was talking about we did weigh it up, and the reality is it's just great life experience for her, one way or another. Learn some things. Maybe do her own business in future and stuff. But it just gives her a lot more skill. Pay her phone to if they're going to call it. Yep. Yeah, it's definitely not ideal, but we'll work it out. President, you asked that earlier, man. I gave you an answer, bro. I gave you an answer, mate. As I said, we don't really focus on that kind of stuff on the channel. We focus on what we can control and what's important, right? Life is too short to worry about all these things. Do aliens like waffles? Maybe. Yeah, new job, I moved around too much. Yeah, that can happen. Oh, I'm scrolling channels. Didn't realise it was a repeat. Well, President, the question I have, President, is why are you spending your time doing that? You've officially looped around the whole of YouTube Live to the point you've come back to my live. Like, how is this? What's in it for you, man? Why go around doing that on every channel? Doesn't seem like a good use of time, dude. You know what I mean? Life's pretty short, man. No, I don't, Wolf. I resent that. What is it? I rebuke you in the name of Jeebus. I enjoy educating myself with other people's views on the subject. But why educate yourself on the subject? What is it going to serve you? If aliens are real and the government is hiding them, whatever, what difference does this make to your life? You know what I mean? You can always look at some kind of distraction and say, this is what my channel's all about, man. It's eliminating distractions. Like, this happened when all these things happened overseas with channels being closed down, fuel supply problems and things happening overseas, right? People in my local supermarket in the middle of nowhere in New Zealand were talking about how it was affecting the fuel prices. I don't need to know any of that, because regardless of how much I know, when I go and put in the fuel, I'm going to pay the amount of money it costs, right? I can't change it all, so I stop looking at it all. There's better things to focus on. We are the aliens compared to other life on Earth. Yeah, could be, man, could be. There's some pretty weird deep sea fish though. They look pretty alien. Yeah, Kurt. Yep, that's it, man. That's where you really start to think about time, right? That I think does resonate very heavily, right? I actually just lost a job the other day for hitting my vape indoors. Stormbringer. Oh yeah, he probably didn't even mean to. I've done that at my mother's house when I was vaping. I was sitting there on the couch chatting with my mother, and I bust out my vape and just started puffing on it. She's like, "What do you think you're doing?" And I was like, "Oh shit, sorry." That was one of the things that actually really got me to stop the vaping, right? Because it was just like you wouldn't even realize you were doing it. It's just that constant hit, man. And it's that constant hit of dopamine all the time. We destroy everything touch. We do, but like Rulo, you can't be responsible for the whole of mankind and the corporations polluting the earth and all the evil things that go on in the world. What we have is a responsibility to ourselves to live our lives, right? And look after our friends and our family, the people we care about. So that's a better place to put our time, right? I talk about this quite often on here. I do bring it up. Kurt just mentioned it, right? So the way I frame it is I'm nearly 40 years old. Say I live till 70. That means I got 30 years left, right? 70, pretty good estimate, you know. Say I got 30 years left. It's not 30 years. It's like 30 summers where how much can I actually get out in good weather and do the things I enjoy? Go to the beach, ride a motorbike, get out and do things, right? It's not 30 years I have left with all the work and sleep and groceries and bills, all these different things in life. How much time is actually left in 30 years and then 30 summers of little windows of like, you know, each summer I might get 20 days to myself to go out fishing and out in the sun and do things, right? And yeah, as Kurt was saying, you know, if you only see your parents at Christmas and your parents live another 5 years, you know, you're only going to see your mother 5 more times. That's where you start to think how important is family. If you see your family, they live out of state or something, and you know they might be around another 5, 10 years. If you only see them once a year, you're going to see them 5 or 10 more times in your lifetime. You know, then you start to realize what's important versus all this, what's happening in politics and aliens and this and that. You know, it's focus on what matters to you. You know, then the distractions become really low value to you, and it's really easy to focus on those right things. You know. Best friend is 71. You love every moment you get. Glad to hear that, Kurt. That's fantastic, mate. Good to be aware of how precious time is, mate. Try not to obsess over it, though. Yeah, I don't obsess over it. You know, you gotta take your time, and things take time. I definitely understand that, but I do like to use as a good framing for what's important. You know, if that if that resonates with anyone, you got 19 people here. Do hit the like button. I would appreciate it. Double tap on the forehead, and you know, if you like the channel, do subscribe. We just hit over 2,000 subs, so. We're growing. We have a great chat each night here. And I do other streams in the day as well. I do all sorts of stuff on here, guys. Do check out the channel. My family all got together for the first time in years a few months ago. That's fantastic, Rollo. Did you enjoy that, mate? He teaches me so much, and that's the best currency. I appreciate it, Kurt. That's what the channel's for, man. Just try help people, right? That was the goal. So it's good to hear I'm achieving what I set out to do, man. So I appreciate you as well, Kurt. I appreciate everyone here for making it possible, right? It's nothing without you guys. So you want me to wrap it up now, love? We'll get some dinner on, hang out, watch a movie or something. Are you opening, closing tomorrow? What's happening? Opening. All right. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna need to get off. I'm gonna need to get off here. You're on your deathbed. Well, that's no good, Rollo. Well, I'm glad you're still here, mate. No, I'm not a homosexual, mate. No, I'm not. Talk to you guys all later. Yeah, yep. So shout outs, as always, biggest shout out to the moderators for handling all the bullshit so we can have a pleasant conversation. Thank you guys. Celtic and Gabby have been going hard at it today. And Infamous as well. We got some other mods here as well. I'm a bit fuzzy. Of course, we got 23 viewers at the moment. I'm going to get off here. Hit that like button, guys. I'm just wrapping it up, but do hit the like button if you're just getting in here. I would appreciate the love. Costs you nothing. Double tap on the forehead. All right, so next shout out, of course, goes to all the members, super chatters. Thank you very much. Thank you to Infamous for the five gifted memberships tonight. And yeah, good to see everyone. Mitchell as well. Rulo, great to meet you, mate. Lightwood. Where else we got here at the moment? Oaken, yeah, have a good night. You too, Oaken, mate. Great to see you. Great to see everyone. Ric Flair. President Obama, even. Thank you for coming by, mate. Good to have it's good to bring up the topics sometimes. So, yep, thank you, everybody. And I'll be back on tomorrow. A couple of days, we're starting the push-up challenge. So, yep, it's all go. It's all go. So, thank you for joining me. I'm going to head over to Men of Action D-Bird. Hopefully, he's still on after his workout. Yeah, let Susie wind down after a long day at work and that. All right, thank you, guys. And, yep, see you all tomorrow. Go check out my shorts. I put some new shorts up. Sweet. Have a goodie.